Welcome to the Valley Sports Podcast, everyone. This is McDreamy, joined by my fellow players, Z and Grady.
What's
So
up?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna hijack the podcast real quick. Saturday, Game 7, World Series. That's why I texted America, baby.
I was
You know
watching
what?
that.
I don't like the Dodgers. Okay, I hate the Dodgers. But
Yeah.
when you said at work Canada is a better baseball team, I actually got upset. I was like,
Canada
what?
in general.
You got him a little riled up.
Yeah, it was looking good. I was watching from the 8th inning on and then just started slipping away. I was like, oh man.
That was
like
a good series.
America.
That was good. That was a very good series with that.
Yeah.
Yamamoto.
No, Dodgers come back, hurry up, and then
good.
Canada enjoy those tariffs.
Oh my
Man,
God.
it was going to be Tim Hortons for everyone, and Dodgers just ruined it.
No more Tim Hortons. No more.
Man, oh, I was having fun though, and then I wasn't. So
Okay,
that was a good game though.
it was extra innings.
Yeah.
I had to listen at work, which I actually enjoy listening to baseball games. It's I don't know. It kind of, I guess I'm older, so a lot of people like watching the games, but listening, actually, it's I don't know, it's enjoyable. I find it just almost relaxing, and it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I think the pace is just right for baseball games, and there's really not like so much happening that you have to be watching it. So I think that's why it's also pretty good on radio broadcast.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I agree with you guys on that. It's easy to doze off if the game is slow, but yeah. This series
Yeah.
wasn't play, so yeah, I
It's
enjoyed it.
relaxing.
Yeah,
It's relaxing.
that's
Almost too relaxing sometimes. So.
Yeah.
All right, that was my little baseball corner. So let's get to the real meat of
Sorry, Canada. We'll be back next year. We'll be back. It's all right. All right. Yeah. So the watching the Seahawks Commanders game. It's not really much of a game, so we're we're deciding to start this now. I was thinking going in the second half. Watch this for a few more minutes. The Commanders can put together a few perfect drives in a row. This can be a 1-2 score game. It's definitely not looking that way. So,
Grady, did you hear Daniel? I thought Daniels was out. That's why I was like, this game was going to be whack anyway. So
I heard he was in last minute, but it doesn't seem like it matters. That Seattle defense is just smothering them.
Yeah,
they got nothing coming. So I don't care who was at quarterback tonight. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that defense, one guy got hurt. One of their leaders. I think he's like either a lineman or So Cardinals got the Seahawks next. So hopefully he's not going to play.
Jeez.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's just focus on the Cowboys right now. One game at a time.
One game at a time.
Yeah, but the defense has been great all season, and I mean Darnold is looking spectacular. They showed some graphic where he's getting pressured like 11% of the time or something. That's ridiculous. Like you just have so much time to look around the field, throw it where you want. So
exactly, he's looking great tonight. He really is.
Yeah,
especially the first half. That first half was ridiculous.
Yeah, but Washington's defense isn't really. It's not that good. So
no, it's made out of paper.
I would expect Darnold to play like this. I think, the Cardinals already played the Seahawks, and it was kind of a back and forth. And I know Darnold had one really good drive where everything kind of came together, and they just kind of went through the Cardinals defense like a hot knife through butter. But that defense kind of turned it around, and it did go back and forth. And Darnold did lead the Seattle offense on a game-winning field goal. So, I mean, he is capable. He's a capable quarterback now.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is.
Definitely. And he was in Minnesota, too. When they got to the playoffs, I mean, I think it was the Rams that beat him. They just, knew how to pressure him, how to make it uncomfortable for him. And, if you can do that, you have a good chance of beating him.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He's not the most mobile guy in the world, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. I'm trying to see who the Commanders are playing next. Looks like they got the Lions at home, so
Yeah, and the Lions, yeah, just lost
gets.
one. I'm sure they're not about themselves.
I mean,
Yeah,
Lions will be looking to get some revenge too. From last year in the playoffs where they got smoked by the Commanders. So,
yeah, and they
yeah.
just lost the Vikings too. There's a bunch of reasons for them to come out and want to get that ass. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Grady, I can see you're feeling fresh. You're
Yeah,
in good spirits right now.
I was stressed out earlier, but I'm in good spirits now. It was a long Sunday.
Yeah.
I was
That
stressed out. I had to take a nap after that game. That was a lot of that was, there was a lot of
well
emotion.
deserved.
Yeah, yeah. My dogs like went downstairs. I was locked up in my room. My wife and my kids, everybody left me alone. Dogs left me alone.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it was fun. I enjoyed every second of it. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Good. That
You
was
were
my
playing
favorite game
Raiders.
this
Fucking
week.
Raiders. How
My
about those Raiders? See what
my
happened?
game my game not so much.
We'll get there. We'll
Hey,
get there. Yeah.
that's for me, the glass is always half full.
Okay.
It's never
Oh,
it's
I
never
thought you
running
were gonna say
over.
empty.
It's hey, it is what it is. I'm just like, all right, you know.
I hear you, man. I
I
hear
They
you.
go
had a
I go
chance.
run errands if if I got stuff to do.
Believe me, I can relate. I understand.
All right. Well, stick with the Bears game for now. Let's head on over to Bears Corner. Grady, tell me what you thought about that game. I know you were having a heart attack at several times. What'd you
Yeah,
see?
like I said, yeah, that was a long, stressful game. It was a great game, but I tell you what, being a Bears fan after so many years of just ups and more downs than ups, I should say, it's like you get a little nervous when you get in the fourth quarter and you're up by 14 points and you're like, okay, we got this game. But in the back of your head, there's something that, you got Joe
Yeah.
Flacco, the 40-year-old quarterback who ends up throwing for 450 plus yards, something like that today.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. He broke a
insane.
record.
In the back of your mind that this is a possible thing that's happened. This guy, this team, they got the great receivers. They got the 40-year-old quarterback. The Bears just have no cornerbacks. All their cornerbacks are beat up.
Hmm.
So yeah, and it did happen at the end of the game, but they came and they squeaked it out, which is just, I mean, you got to give it to the rookies. You got to give it to Kyle Monungai, the 7th round pick from
Yeah.
God, where I forget where he was picked from, and Colston Loveland, their 1st round pick. Both had great games. Kyle Monungai had what 260 something yards rushing, and God knows how many receiving yards, a touchdown. Colston
Yeah,
Loveland had touchdowns.
like
Yeah.
200 scrimmage yards. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the rookies played great, and
he's a
I'm
he's a Scarlet Knight,
Charlotte Knight.
or
Thank you.
he was.
Yeah, yeah, he was. But the Bears picked him up in the 7th round, and you don't think much of it. And these guys, he's only like what 5'8", 210 pounds, real small guy, but he's compact, and he gets the job done. That's all I'm looking for, getting the job
He
done. And he
plays a
does.
lot bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and he doesn't fumble. He didn't fumble. I think he didn't fumble at all when he was in college. If you want to look that
Oh,
stat up
wow.
and back me up on that,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure he didn't fumble at all. So that's the kind of player you want toting the rock, especially if you're the Bears. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that win every time. Their defense, that's another story. They're beat up. They didn't get to the quarterback as much as I'd like for them to. But a win is a win in the NFL. I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Thank you, football gods, for that. I appreciate it, and I can sleep well tonight. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that running back kind of proved that you can find a running back late in the draft. You
Yeah.
don't have to
Oh, yeah.
pick one in the first round.
No.
A la
Exactly.
Raiders. Just um. But why did you say? Because I mean, Caleb Williams, he looked capable. I mean, when I was watching the game, he had 280, 3 touchdowns. But you mentioned
He
that he or Johnson, the coach, didn't really trust him or something. But I
Well,
don't.
you know what it was? They were daring them. They were they a lot of times they'll play Caleb in a zone, and they'll force the run on you. They'll try to stop the run, and they'll make you run the ball, and they'll like play a shell with a zone with Caleb. So they were running the ball, and I mean, I think part of it in my mind was thinking, Caleb has been having a hard time in the last couple of games with his accuracy, and it would be good to be able to establish the run to back up those linebackers a little bit, so they're not in his face. So but then they back up in coverage, and he isn't finding anybody open. So I'm not sure what the problem is. I don't know if it's Caleb. I don't know if it's the coverage. I don't know if they're playing the pass and allowing the Bears to run. I'm not sure what the problem is here because you're right. He threw for 280 yards for passing. He threw for 3 touchdowns, but it just seems like they're leaving something on the table sometimes. I don't know if it was just they want to run the ball a lot more because they could, and I mean, obviously it worked. But I'm still waiting for Caleb to do more. It's like something's lacking. I don't know what it is in his whole passing game, but something's lacking, and I'm not comfortable with it yet. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Well, I
winning
mean,
games.
it's
I'll take it.
it's his
But he,
second year. He's in a new offense. I think
yeah,
he's getting more comfortable, especially with wins. I thought the
yeah.
Bears were in trouble because Swift was out. So I was like, oh man, they're gonna have to rely on Williams even more. It's like, but
And I
then
thought the same thing. I thought the same
yeah,
thing, and they didn't have to. They didn't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I agreed with Grady. Especially in that first half, it looked like they were protecting Caleb. The offensive scheme looked like they're trying to run the ball, and obviously, some of that is the defense giving that to them. But even some of the trick plays early, like they had that weird end around, like uh, Caleb passed to I forgot who it was, some receiver. He passed it back, then
Hey, more.
you know
Yeah.
hit
Yeah.
right more than to Adunze. Then they had that touchdown pass, like the double reverse Caleb
Mm.
special pass to Caleb,
well, no, it
touchdown.
wasn't the
So
Oh, that
Caleb's.
was
What did
Reds.
they call it? They called it something else. They had a name for it, but it wasn't the Caleb's. But it was something else. I forgot.
I
It was
don't.
like
let's
razzle
call it
dazzle.
the
It was
Caleb special.
they they said the name of the play. I think it was on Red Zone. I'll look it up.
But that's just it, McDreamy. Yeah, they're in the red zone, and they're not allowing him to throw it in. They're doing these trick plays, these cute little trick plays around the end zone. When it just would feel a lot more comfortable if they didn't have to do that. And be a lot more
Mhm.
traditional. So yeah, I agree with you, McDreamy, about that. It just doesn't seem like something's missing right now. And I don't know if it's just going to need more time, but something's missing. But I'll take the win.
Yeah,
The win all day long.
yeah. I mean, he's a good quarterback. I think that he is indecisive though, and in this game, there were several times the announcers were just saying, oh, he's running for his life again, just running away from defenders, circling back, and then he'd throw it. And forgot who was announcing the game, but they were saying, on a few of these scrambles, like he can just take off and run, and
Hmm.
he's not doing it. So it seems
Hmm.
like one, he doesn't quite know when to run and when to keep the
Hmm.
play alive and look downfield, look for someone. Um, but especially with the defense getting after him, there's just something like he needs to get more comfortable with that. I don't, that's not easy to do, but he just seems kind of indecisive.
I'd agree. And he doesn't want to be a running quarterback. I get the feeling he wants to be the kind of guy that's known for throwing the rock around the field. He doesn't want to be, that running quarterback. That's not in his mindset. He wants to be the guy that
Yeah.
passed the ball. So I think he's having issues with trying to decide what he is and his identity and what he wants to do and what he should do. It's going to take a little while. I hope he's right about that. It just takes a little time.
Yeah, I mean, even from like watching his highlights in college, he would evade defenders, but he would still be in the pocket most of the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then he wouldn't be just like running for his life, to the
No, no.
sideline.
Right.
So, he definitely is getting out of his comfort zone whenever the defense is on him. But yeah, I think he'll learn. his second year, new offense, just like Z said. It'll come to him, and he's looking better. So it's looking up for him in the Bears.
Right on. That's good news.
I was worried though at the beginning of that game. I saw the Bengals return that kick. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, that's just and that's what I mean by the stress factor. You turn I barely had a chance to sit down, and this guy's running for a touchdown. You know what I mean? Come on, give
It's
me
like
a break.
Moody, get him.
Yeah, I love to see him win by 50, so I could just relax. Just give me a beat down. Just one game where I don't have to worry about it. It'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. Their DBs were hurt. Wright, I don't know who that
Nation.
is. Someone, Nishan Wright. He was
Yeah,
getting cooked by Higgins the whole
yeah,
game. Just he
yeah.
looked like a kid playing with
He would,
a
yeah,
professional football player.
he would be a third stringer on the Bears in normal times. He wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, and he's starting now. Right now he would be second, third. Yeah, he'd be a third stringer right now. I mean, if
Yeah,
everybody was healthy, he wouldn't even see the field at all. So that's where we're at right now. So that's what we're getting. I'm glad they got the picked up the guy off of I'm drawing a blank now.
Oh, Alexander? Isn't it?
No, no. Um oh my god, the Bears they're playing him a nickel now, and he was a safety. Um CJ
Gardner,
Garner,
C.J.
yeah.
Gardner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. He played most of the game, and he had a sack even. He played pretty good for just coming off the street last week.
Mm.
So, yeah.
yeah. Good week for the Bears.
Yes, I'm happy.
Yeah. So, do you think the Bears have, especially that offense, they have more confidence in Johnson as a coach than
Oh,
Eberflus?
definitely.
And where
God,
I
yeah.
Oh
see,
yeah,
yeah, where I
Yeah.
see that confidence is like on plays like at the goal line where you draw it up and then the players execute it and they
Mhm.
see that, oh, this, it's like, oh, this coach knows what he's doing. And that just kind of leads into the rest of the game. It's like how, we need to run the ball, we need to throw the ball, we need to set up the defense for either one of those. But
Mhm.
that's kind of what I expected this game to be kind of a shootout, not like this many points, but the Bears, they were hurt on defense. The Bengals have a really bad defense, and I think Hendrickson was out as well.
Yeah, he
I think he
was.
got hurt last week.
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
was going to be kind of like a high scoring game. And I just think these types of games really kind of showcase what the coach is doing behind the scenes. Um, as with other teams, like you kind of like wonder, it's like, if you're practicing all week for, what are you guys
Oh,
doing? You're not doing anything.
100%. 100. Last year, the Bears would have lost these games. They would have lost the game against the Commanders. They would have lost today's game. They would have lost a few of these games last year. And I think it's because of the coach. They have bought into this whole coaching scheme that this guy has, and the whole the whole identity that he wants to have the team. They're buying into it. They just have to grow into it, but they're definitely buying into it.
Yeah. And so once the defense, well, the defensive players, are they supposed to be back this year? Or are they kind of out for the season?
Jalen Johnson is probably out for the year.
Okay.
Kyler Gordon, they just put him on IR again, so he's got another. That was last week, so it's 4 weeks of IR, so he's got another 3 weeks. Um, the other corner is out for the year, so yeah, so two are out for the year, and Kyler Gordon may be back in 4 weeks.
Okay. So it's kind of just up to, because Allen's the defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He's a former
Dennis
head
Allen.
coach of the
Yeah,
Saints. Yeah.
and he's doing a hell of a job. I mean, for what he has right now, I think he's doing a good job. I really do. I mean, he
Yeah.
he needs some more weapons, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think the defense has been pretty good so far this season. The
Hey, there.
offense, I think that like Ben Johnson's scheme is just so advanced and complicated sometimes. Like the offense has been struggling, and especially in terms of penalties, just a lot of dumb penalties. And I think, part of that just plays, it's a symptom of Ben Johnson's complex offense. So, they're
That's
definitely
interesting.
getting better. There are fewer penalties. And I think, at some point, maybe in a week or two, it's just going to click and the Bears might look, a step up better, than we're seeing now, even. So there's still a
Hey,
ways to go.
from your mouth to God's ears. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Yeah, yeah, we'll see that. I would love to see it. I think they've gotten a lot better, and he definitely has a locker room. I've seen videos of like after they win, the after the game speeches, and he's got them like circled up, and you can tell there's a different vibe in the locker room now, which is
Yeah.
it's kind of refreshing,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially after Eberflus, man. They were hating that guy, man. That it got bad. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Johnson just seems like a competent coach.
yeah,
He
yeah.
he knows what he's doing. It's like, okay.
He knows what he's doing, and he's a hard ass, but they love
Oh
him.
yeah.
So that's like the nice balance. You got to have a nice balance of that.
Right. Right. Were you guys watching the Panthers Packers game at all?
Yeah,
Um,
buddy.
It's kind of a dud
I saw
of a
Red Zone.
game.
It wasn't a dud. That was a beautiful game. How'd you
Yeah.
that? That was a work of art.
It was it was Jordan Love's birthday, his 27th birthday. Today.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
All
I
that
think the
hoopla around him.
most exciting moment of that game was when the beach ball landed on the field, and then the wind was picking up, so it was just blowing the ball around. People were running after it, and they some guy picked it up and deflated it. And I think it was Scott Hansen. He was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Don't invite that guy to your 4th of July." He's like, "No, I'm just kidding. Everyone,
Yeah.
you keep the
Yeah,
players safe."
it's all right, Chris. We know you're joking.
Yeah. But yeah, that game was
I would have been like,
pretty
"Oh, that guy
boring.
was with the Patriots when Brady was there deflating stuff."
Yeah, it's he seemed
helmet.
pretty too good at that, too good at it. But yeah, I don't know. That game was pretty boring.
Those stupid helmets they were wearing.
Oh yeah, I was
okay,
like,
what you
"What
thinking
the?"
of?
Because they kept
Yeah,
flashing. It's on Red Zone, so they switch games really fast. So I'm like, "Who the hell is that?"
who is that? I don't know what I think about the leather looking helmets, but I don't
Yeah,
know. And I was kind of half and half, but I don't know. I don't think we'll ever see those again.
Yeah, it looked
Um,
ridiculous. But yeah, the
yeah,
Packers couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the Panthers' run. That dude was running all over the place.
yeah,
What's
Rico
his name?
Dowdle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was running all over the place. So you can't stop the run. It was the Panthers. It's a problem.
yeah. Well, I like the Panthers. I like the Panthers offense. I mean,
Yeah.
if Chris Young, for some reason, they have a hard time starting games. And
Yeah.
then they usually like second quarter on, that's when they kind of like turn it on. But they look capable. I mean, everybody kind of second guessed that defense. But I don't know what happened. I mean, 16-13. I don't, I think the Packers, especially against the Cardinals, it just seemed like the Packers knew like they were going to win. Like, they were going for it on multiple times on 4th down, and
Mhm.
it's just like, well, they have no respect for this uh, Cardinals defense. That's actually, I mean, it's average, but it was injured. And I think once they get better, they'll kind of move to that forefront of the league in defense. But I don't know, the Packers. It just seems like um, they're more lackadaisical, I guess, in how they approach games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm officially putting the Packers on fraud alert or fraud watch. It's just they're good, but it's like you're losing to the Browns, you're losing to the Panthers. It doesn't look good. You're supposed to be a juggernaut. We thought you were going to go 13-4 and win the Super Bowl,
Was that
but
Browns at home
yeah,
or was it in Cleveland?
that was in Cleveland, I
Okay,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the interception Jordan Love threw?
No.
Okay.
No.
He just tossed it up in there like we were talking about last week. He just threw it up in the air. It was one of those like anybody can get it, and it didn't work for him. So
Mm.
that was a beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for him all the time. Can't be just
Can't
throwing
rely
it.
on that.
Yeah, you can't rely on that.
Yeah. So I don't know. The just kind of I'm flagging it. It's a little concerning as a former Packers fan. So
Oh, and they're 5-2-1, so that tie might work in their favor for the Packers.
It does. Yeah. It
Yeah, we'll
does.
see. Especially after the Lions lost today.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the Panthers are above 500. I didn't know that, so they're actually, you know, they're it seems above average team. So I don't know,
What are they now? 5-3?
5-4.
5-4?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, 5-4. Are they
Watch
sniffing?
out for the Panthers.
Are they trying to get to the wild card?
Oh,
They. I
this
mean,
is
they
gonna be
might.
tough.
I think they're in line for the division still, aren't they? I mean,
Oh,
they're in.
really?
They're in with the Bucks, right? In the
Yeah. The
South.
Bucks are
Yeah.
So you got Bucks, and the Bucks might be like a game above, so they're within striking distance.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bucks are
the,
six
the
and
Pan-
two.
yeah, so the Panthers they're right there. You know,
there.
they're
There. Anything can happen.
No, we'll keep them right there. That's okay. It's all right. I think the Bucks are gonna make it no matter what.
Yeah.
And you just got so many other teams that are gonna make it too. That I don't think there's gonna be any room for the Panthers. You still got
I
Eagles.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lions, Bears are looking. I mean, Bears are tied with the Lions right now.
The Lions, Bears.
But Lions have that tiebreaker, right? Because they beat them.
Yeah. Lions, Bears, Packers. You got the Seahawks and the Rams out west.
And the
Uh
49ers are 6-3.
40 I forgot about them, the 49ers.
yeah, yeah. The Niners beat everybody in the division, so they got kind of the lead, even though they don't have as good a record.
Wow, so the West is looking
Yeah,
strong. Yeah.
except for the Cardinals.
Except, let's just take this out.
Let's just get rid of that. And just
Yeah.
just so everybody
Uh,
knows, we're not talking about the Cardinals because this is Sunday, so the Cardinals play Monday night.
yes.
Cowboys, Cardinals. So
It's a good day for the
That's gonna be a
Cardinals.
fun
But,
game.
yeah, Murray is still out, so it's Brissett time.
yeah, so Brissett's playing. So does that uh give him a better chance to win the Cardinals?
Well,
Yes.
Kyler
Yeah.
Murray is undefeated in AT&T Stadium, so could have kept the streak going, but I don't think it would have made a difference really.
Yeah. As far well, the only thing I see is that the Cowboys defense is bad. And I think they're
They
like
are.
last. So it
Mhm.
would have been beneficial for him to play this defense, regardless of where it was. I don't care if it's in AT&T Stadium, because the next game is in Seattle against that Seattle defense. So
In Seattle,
I,
yeah.
Yeah.
not looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to seeing their rivalry jerseys.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing if Nolan's actually going to play because the Cardinals defense is getting healthy.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
there's three guys that's like Olenjari, I think it's Williams, and then Nolan. So
How many
we'll
games has
see.
Nolan played this year?
None.
0.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They barely got Robinson back. I forgot his first name, but the first round pick 2 years ago. So he barely played, I think like two games. So it'd be interesting because if you don't have your first round picks playing, it's your team is not at its full potential. I think this defense can be really really good. That's why I was so high on them. Being I think a lot of people were high on the Cardinals this year mainly because of that defense.
Injuries.
Yeah. We need to see him play. He's questionable right now.
Yeah,
So with that calf injury, so
yeah, but he's
I don't know if we'll
practicing.
see the
So
best of it.
yeah, so all those guys were put on um like a 21-day practice. So I guess like after 21 days, whatever they can play, or within that window, they have to play something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot what it is. But they were talking
Yeah.
about it on the sports talk, the local sports talk radio.
Are you talking about the POP list?
I
It's like
think
21-day window to activate him.
yeah. So they
Yeah.
did. They did that. So they're practicing now. So they've been practicing for probably a week, if not longer.
Yeah. Well, We need to see him, but
Yeah.
be for tomorrow. You were talking about the Cowboys having the worst defense. You guys know by chance who has the best defense?
Um,
Actually, best pass defense.
Best
let's
pass
see.
defense.
Was it
Oh, I
was it
know.
Yeah.
Texans?
It's the Steelers. Steelers?
No, it's not. It is the Atlanta Falcons. Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah.
And seem
Yeah.
right.
They said that during the broadcast today that they are ranked number 1 in pass defense. I
How are they number one?
did
Because
not
every
think
time I
that.
see them, they're just getting blown out.
They're getting blown out, right? So I don't understand. But apparently so. Yeah, I mean that Patriots Falcons game, like looks like the Patriots were just gonna sweep the floor with them. And then they came back and they were keeping it interesting. Drake London had 3 touchdowns. He was looking like a monster out there. One-handed catches, you name it. So it's just like, where'd this team come from? Like you said, they're getting blown out, every other week. And then they have a game like this against the Patriots team, who I think is, going to be a contender. So I don't know. The Falcons are just kind of bipolar to me. Like they look like they're pretty good, and then they just look like they completely suck.
Mhm. Well, I mean, they have Bijan Robinson and Algiers as a running back. I like both the running backs, but I think the
Oh
problem is
yeah.
the quarterback. It's Penix either not playing to his potential, or I think they had Cousins play one game and he was just terrible.
Mm. Yeah, he looked done.
So, so you
Well
think Phoenix
done.
needs more time?
I,
He's old. Like there's no more
Yeah,
time
he's
for him.
old, but I mean, for the NFL, he's been in the NFL for a year, though. I mean, yeah, granted, he is like 35,
yeah,
but
He's got to figure it out, I think. You know.
yeah, I think because you have Bo Nix, who's an older quarterback too, but he's paired with Sean Payton, and he's doing pretty good. I don't know who the offensive coordinator is in Atlanta, but if he had probably a better, um, a more capable coach, he probably would be doing a a more consistent job because he seems to be up and down.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
today, he had 220 yards and 3 touchdowns, so he has the potential to play good, but he just doesn't do it all the time.
Is he turning the ball
Mhm.
over?
No interceptions.
Okay. That yeah, well, that's not bad then. If he's not turning the ball over, that's not bad. But yeah, and they probably need a little bit more out of him too.
Yeah. I mean, if you can take care of the ball, like you can stick around even if you're not the greatest. Ball security.
Yeah, yeah, especially with these rookie quarterbacks. You give up the ball, the coach loses confidence in you, and then you're out sitting on the bench.
Yeah, right.
How was Drake? Maybe. Oh, he's okay.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Drake
About
is pretty good.
260, but he did have an interception.
Yeah, but I mean, he's looking like the real deal. Like he's
I'd
giving
agree
the
with that.
Bills a scare, even though the Bills just won today. They're gonna have to compete with that Patriots team now as well.
Yeah, because the
From now
Patriots
on.
already
So
beat him. They already beat the
yeah,
Bills. So I think
I think it's gonna
the
be a
the
handful down the
Patriots
line.
should be yeah, the
Yeah,
Patriots should be leading that division.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're
Give them a
7 and
couple.
2.
yeah, yeah. I think
Give
they
them a
are.
couple. Yeah,
So right there you have Patriots and Bills. One's gonna be the division winner, one's gonna be a more than likely a wild card.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come down to the wire on that one.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Both
gotta
pretty
go.
good teams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bills are look. Yeah, I like the Bills. Kansas City. I don't know what happened to them though.
I mean, they had some calls against them where usually we're seeing calls that favor them, questionable calls, but it seems like there was some against them. Like there was a intentional grounding that where the ball got tipped, so it
I
just
did
got
see
tipped
that.
away from where the receiver was going to be, and they called that against the
Right.
Chiefs. That was kind of weird, but you
Did
know,
they Review it?
You can't review it. They couldn't review it. Yeah.
But why even have it?
And
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
I mean, it's like you
Just
could even
don't
almost see
show us the video. Don't show us the video.
you could even almost see the refs just go like, they just mouth like whoops, and then it's just like, well, I can't review it. So
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you see a ref do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty bad, but I don't know. The Chiefs will stay alive. That's not going to destroy them by any means. The Bills. The Bills. This is their fifth straight regular season win against the Chiefs.
Really? I
just
didn't think they won that many.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's just
think
in
so
the
either.
playoffs they end up just getting killed by the Chiefs.
When it counts.
So it's one of those weird things, right? When it counts.
Yeah, so Mahomes didn't have any touchdowns.
Really,
Yeah,
that's surprising.
Yeah.
He looks like he's having a hard time.
Yeah, but I really wasn't paying too much attention to this game because the Raiders Jaguars was going on at the same time.
You
So
got
I
the
just saw what
multi-view,
was, huh?
There were only
Well,
3
even then-
games. You had the multi-view.
Even then, like if they're on red zone,
He
I
was
was still
focused.
kind of paying attention to, Raiders,
okay.
Raiders Jaguars, and then
Yeah.
my in-laws came over again. Surprise! So I
Oh,
was a little extra busy today.
was it during the Raiders game?
Yes, it was during the afternoon. So
Are they
after
doing that on
12.
purpose?
Okay.
Are they doing that on
What was
purpose?
that?
Are they doing that on purpose? Is he coming
No,
over there?
no, they were
Okay.
in town. So they're
Okay.
actually from California. So they came over and
Okay.
and visited us. But yeah, it's always a good time because the kids, they play, and you know um, my sister-in-law and my wife, they get along really well. So
Sounds good.
Yeah, so you knew they were coming over.
I knew this morning, yes, when I woke up.
I was gonna say, because that's the worst. And you just hearing that knock on your door, and you're like, "What? The game's on. Leave me alone."
Yeah.
Come back
Yeah, and
tomorrow.
the kids were kind of watching the TVs too for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the end of that.
Okay. The TVs, both of them.
Yes, both.
What about the other TV in the other room?
That was cartoons.
But who's watching the cartoons?
They have 3 kids, so there was another
So each group of kids had
nephew
a TV.
over there. Yes, and they had their phones and tablets. So yeah, it
You were
was.
just taking all kinds of kids off TV.
That's what you have to. Yeah, one of them changed the channel. One of my TVs. I was like, who did? It's like, what's going on?
Nah, see, y'all gotta go.
And he had the remote in his hand. And he's
Yeah.
one. He's like, I don't know, 2 or 3. I was like, "Can I have that, please? Thank you." And then I just put it back.
Like,
Back in
y'all
your
gotta
hiding
watch
spot.
Like,
If you want cartoons, go to the front TV.
yeah.
Yeah,
Be
that's
it.
adorable.
Or us teaching football.
But
The
while we're here, let's just step in it. Let's go to Raiders Corner. Tell us what
yeah.
you saw,
Well,
Z.
Well, it wasn't bad. Like I said, I think it's half full just because the Raiders don't have that quarterback. Their offensive line, defensive line are a little bit questionable. But they got Bowers back and good player. My perspective on any sport is if you have good players, you have good coaches. All of a sudden, coaches, whatever they plan, whatever they call, hey, nice play there. So Chip Kelly actually looked competent in his play calling just because Bowers was out there. So what I saw mainly was a healthy Bowers and just a poor Raiders defense still. I mean, you gotta stop people. It can't just be Crosby on his own. He had that one nice kind of slip of a block on the goal line.
in
right
overtime,
before.
right?
Yeah. So, uh, like I said, I think they selected Janty too soon. They probably should have gotten a offensive lineman, defensive lineman. I think, and my perspective on running backs is just get them in the later round or get them through free agency, and you could have had probably a more an offense or defense, an offense that could sustain plays and stay on the field, or a defense that could um, rush a quarterback or stop the run. But it's just that's where the Raiders are right now. They have some pieces, and they're just not cohesive on either side, offense or defense. So it's just I'm always watching these games, and I'm like, okay, well, at least it's close, and we're probably going to lose it at the end. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And it's been like this for 20, I don't know,
Hmm,
24 years. So
been rough.
yeah,
Jaded. Uh, yeah, I mean, to your point, there's no real reason to get a running back that early. I mean, um, just look at the Bears and Kyle Monangai, seventh
yeah,
round pick. Like, you can just find these guys really free agency. Late in the draft, they're out there, and I mean that's kind of why the price of the running back sort of went down the last few years because you can just kind of find these guys. Uh, but I don't know. For that game, I thought Gino did pretty good, honestly. I guess maybe the play calling was suiting him,
yeah.
and
But he still had
you
an
know,
interception.
it's okay. Everyone gets
But
one.
I mean, even Bowers helped him out because Gino had 4
Yes,
touchdowns.
Bowers looked like a man among men. Like
Yeah,
that dude is huge.
yeah.
Dude is a stud. He's athletic
And
as
you could
hell too.
tell he was hurt. Yeah.
Oh, you could. I thought he
Yeah.
was. I didn't see it.
No, you could tell before because he was trying to play hurt, so he had a knee brace on,
Oh
and
yeah,
now
for sure.
he's I don't know if he's 100%, but he's not wearing the knee brace, and you could just tell he's,
He's running all
head
over the
and
place.
shoulders above whoever's
Yeah.
guarding him.
Would you
Yeah.
still have picked someone else? Would you still have picked a offensive lineman or something over him?
For Bowers?
Yeah.
So this was under a different, GM. So Pierce was the head coach, and the GM was from the Chargers. And this is another problem that you have with bad teams is you turn over your GM and head coach every year, so they have different ways of assembling a team.
Mhm,
So that GM, he just picked the best player.
mhm,
So I I would prefer probably still an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, just because you don't have that quarterback. So you have that really good piece. You have a good tight end. How's he going to get the ball? So you
Yeah.
need a quarterback. Okay. So first of all, you need somebody to throw the ball. Okay. And now your offensive line sucks. So you need people, not just one person. You need people to protect the quarterback. So you have no protection. You don't have anybody to throw the ball. So how is this awesome tight end going to get the ball? And really, the only reason he was like this super player is because there's no offense there. There's nothing. He was like their only weapon. So it's just get him the ball. And that's how, he's kind of the focal point, but it's still running the ball, protecting the quarterback, and then also being able to stop defenses. So you know, they still can't do that. And they're still losing. So even with this awesome player, it's just okay. Now we're gonna fall into um, this habit of losing, and then it's like okay, once his contract up, once Bowers is his contract's up, is he going to want to leave? Is he going to want to trade? We're already going through it with Crosby. There's, ESPN, thank you. Who I mean, if you're used to winning, so he came from Georgia. So I think they won a title when he was there. You're going to want to get out of a losing situation. So I that's what I'm kind of preparing for is just these trade rumors. Thank you, ESPN, for generating those. So, and the same thing's probably going to happen with Janty. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not that good though.
yeah,
Well, I don't
He
know.
hasn't proven
I don't
anything.
know
He
about
could be
that.
good,
Guys,
but
football is one in the trenches on the offensive line and defensive line. Like Z was saying, you can't do anything. It all revolves around the quarterback and then protecting the quarterback and then getting the quarterback down. Those are the three main things. If you can do those three things, you're going to be, good. And you have to have big guys in the trenches to win in football. That's just the only way it works. And if you don't have that,
hmm
it's like that's why you have to build a team inside out. That's the best way to do it. And when teams
yeah.
try it the other way, it
Well,
doesn't.
that's why I'm excited. Yeah, because then you just have really good pieces. But that's why I'm excited about the Cardinals getting these defensive players back because they're
Mhm.
playing along that defensive line. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what they got, and maybe they can, I don't know, make a run towards the end. I don't know. We'll just, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I almost feel the same way with the Cardinals though. Like I feel like they have a bunch of pieces. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
but
whether it's Murray or Brissett, I don't trust Murray. He's talented. He's got physical gifts, but I don't trust him under pressure.
Yeah. They
Brissett,
spent
he's just a bridge quarterback. They have good pieces on that offense. It's just they don't have someone to consistently pass them the ball.
and they spent where was Kyler Gordon drafted? Kyler Gordon was drafted what, number 2, number 3? I mean,
Kyler Murray,
yeah.
he was one. He's
All
a
right, he was
first round,
number 1. Right. So,
first pick.
so
hmm
they spent the capital on him. They thought he was going to be the man. It's not working out. And, I mean, what do you do with that? I mean, and that was a different regime, right? That picked him, Murray.
oh yeah, that was the Cliff Kingsbury
Yeah.
regime.
Yeah.
That
So
was the
that was
beard.
kind of the reason they went with Murray because Cliff wanted to coach him, and then that all fell apart, and Cliff is in
Yeah.
Well, so
Washington
you
now.
don't think that if another team needed a quarterback, they wouldn't have picked Murray number one?
I
So,
wouldn't have picked. I don't like short
maybe
quarterbacks.
I remember it as being a surprise. Like it was a surprise that they picked Murray number one.
Who that the Cardinals?
Yeah,
Oh no, everybody knew they were going to pick him because the
I
year
mean for the league,
before in the first round they picked that quarterback. I forgot what his name is out of UCLA, but he
Josh
didn't pan.
Rosen. Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't pan out.
Yeah.
So not only did you pick Kyler Murray number one, the year before in the first round you picked a quarterback number one,
he
so
was
you had to get rid of him,
awful.
get
That organization
Murray.
killer.
It was
That'll
garbage.
kill your team. That'll kill your organization right there. Yeah, it really will.
Yeah, that he did all that losing for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
trust the process.
yeah, that's what we're doing
Yeah.
this year so far.
But
Two
I
and
mean,
five.
if any team needed a quarterback there, I think they would have picked him. I know for sure the Raiders because Gruden was there. He really liked Murray. I know there's another team that needed a quarterback, and they would have picked him. They would
Oh
have moved
yeah,
up.
probably. And
But
even now, I think there are teams that would trade for Murray.
A
yeah,
first
and
round pick.
I was thinking about this,
I
for
wish.
Murray. No, you wouldn't get
No.
a first round pick for Murray.
Okay. Okay. I didn't
No,
think so.
definitely not.
For Crosby,
Third.
yeah,
Third.
I would
Sure.
assume. But
Yeah.
yeah, going back to Murray, because I know we talk about it at work a lot. You're, teams um, that need a quarterback, and there's not that many quarterbacks there because I don't know who was in Kyler Murray's draft. I mean, you almost had to kind of accept the fact that he's a little shorter, but his talent was such that in the NFL, he could overcome that and then also turn the outcome of a game. That's what his real talent is. And I think what Murray's probably main problem isn't his height. It's just you're trying to run an offense. So I think all his career, he was kind of left to do what he wants. And it's just, are you going to let yourself be coached? Are you going um, to run an offense um, and try and not rely on your running ability, not try to rely on just your talents, but actually getting other guys involved. And I think the other thing that hurts the Cardinals is that Connors is out, but you still have that offensive line. I don't think they have really any major injuries there, so they should still try to run the ball. And then, like I said, if they get that defensive line healthy, I think they're going to be in good shape for the rest of this season.
Yeah, I mean, their top
Regardless
two
of
running backs are out.
yeah, Benson, yeah, he got hurt too.
Mhm.
That's I think the real problem there.
All right. Well, you asked who else was in Kyler Murray's draft class.
Yes,
If I told you, um,
quarterback wise, who was the next
quarterback,
quarterback taken? Yeah,
Daniel Jones.
Oh,
in the right offense, I guess he just needed the right offense.
Yeah, but didn't matter today.
Yeah, but see Daniel Jones with the Giants. I mean, I think his rookie year, I think he was like, okay, we'll kind
He's
of
all
live
right.
with it because he was like really athletic.
Yeah.
But as the seasons went on, and then he was with Saquon Barkley too. So,
Well,
I,
it's just that Giants office.
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. But don't forget the Vikings also gave up on one Indiana Jones, and he wasn't Indiana Jones then, but he was still
Yeah.
he was in their
That was
flock.
weird. That was weird.
It's yeah, it was weird. I mean, that Vikings team had
Oh,
um, Darnold, had Jones, and there wasn't there another guy. There's a third guy.
Well,
I think he
McCarthy.
no, not at that time. Was it? I don't. It was another veteran. It was he
Wentz?
played with the Niners. He was like a backup with the Niners. I think it was like Mills or something. I forgot who it was, but I don't know. I mean, they had some dudes there, and now they have McCarthy.
Yeah.
McCarthy did pretty good today.
Yeah, he
He
did.
was doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
Seems like they rally around
Do
him
you
a
still
lot.
feel good, Grady, about our bet over under
Sure.
7.5 wins for the Bears?
Sure, why
Okay.
not?
Oh, he's feeling great. Are you serious?
Well,
Yeah, we're
you still got that division. You still got to play against that division. So.
We're halfway through the season, and he needs
but
what, 3
hey, they can
wins?
now they can beat the Packers. I got a feeling they can even beat the Vikings because they played with them
Well,
last time. I mean, anything can happen.
Whoa!
they they
Pump the
can, but
brakes.
will they? I mean,
I
that's
said
the thing.
they
That's
can't.
Pump the brakes.
I said they can. They can. That game was close. That first
Brady's
game
like,
was
fuck the brakes.
they could. Yeah, I'm feeling good about the 7.5 wins. Yes,
Uh,
I am.
Yeah, and I took a
okay.
win
All
off
right.
because the sporting books had them at 8.5. The Bears
That's
for
why I
wins.
jumped
So
on
I
it.
just like,
I hear you. And I'll be happy if they win 8 games this year. I'll be happy.
Okay.
I'd be really
Well, you
happy if they
guys
win.
got the Giants next.
Bears got the
yeah,
How
Giants.
you feel about the Giants in Chicago?
No,
Yeah.
bring it.
it's in
With
Chicago.
Yeah, and they got no
Oh,
Cam Scatterboo, and I love the
yeah,
idea. I think Jackson Dart's a good quarterback, but I think they're gonna have fun with that guy. I think Dennis Allen's gonna have fun
yeah.
with him.
No Scatterboo, no no Scatterboo, and no neighbors. So you
Yeah,
guys, it's
Right.
a
yeah,
good time to play the Giants.
exactly.
Did you watch any of that Giants 49ers game?
I miss
No, just
that.
what was on Red Zone.
Yeah, I just saw Dayball getting pissed again because there's some,
Hey,
questionable calls. And, you know, I got to ask you guys, like, would you rather, with the refs making all these bogus calls, would you rather have AI call the game? Like, if they put cameras everywhere, right? From all the angles, and then this was, like a Amazon store type of situation where they just can see everything.
They're going to do the same thing in baseball. So in baseball, they're already doing it in the minors. They're going to use AI to call balls and strikes. So part of the game of well, of baseball, the intricacy of, calling balls and strikes. You're gonna get some. You're not gonna get all the borderline calls, but that letting AI, it's just like an absolute, like this is a ball, this is a strike, this is that's going to really. I think it's the pitchers. I think especially are going to have to get used to it. So if you put it into football, which I haven't heard. Have you heard that that's what they're planning on doing for NFL? Is using AI?
No, no, I just thought about it because they were bringing it on for the the chain gang, but I was just thinking, well, what if they just got rid of the refs and they just put cameras on all the angles? They could see everything and just make calls that way. I feel like
It
it'll
would be
get to that point eventually.
it'd be nice if it could help the refs make the call, but I don't know if I like the actual AI making the call. I'd like to have some kind of human element in it, even if
Right.
it is flawed. I don't know. It just seems I don't know. It
Yeah.
seems like it's taking away the I don't know. I think the human element of the sport is important, and we're overlooking that. I think it's important, even though they fuck up.
Right. We
I
need
think
someone to get mad at.
yeah, yeah. Well, more or less,
Well,
but yeah.
because they do the refs. They have like instant. They say something about instant replay with some plays.
That's what they're doing now. Yeah.
Why don't It's like why don't they just w- New York is watching the games. Why not just
Hmm.
the refs
Well,
have an
yeah.
earpiece? Why not just say, "Hey, you missed that call. It's actually this," and then
Exactly,
oh,
exactly.
instant replay. It's this,
Right.
Yeah,
I think they're
exactly.
calling it the expedited replay.
yeah.
But it's a little wishy-washy because it's not doesn't happen all the time. And so you don't know when they're actually going to make a call with it. And it kind of makes it a little questionable, like suspicious, just the timing of it.
Like a
So
little
I
mafia
don't know. They've been doing
association.
it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the scandals going on, it's like, like,
Speaking of
should you guys have
mafia,
reviewed that?
well, there's a podcast I listened to for a local radio station, and somebody emailed him and said that they participate in the valley in these illegal gambling rings. And not only is it gambling, it's like local sports guys are in on it. There's prostitution there, there's drugs there, and it's all included in the price of the games. But the games are like seven-figure games. I'm like,
Whoa,
jeez, yeah.
tell me
Oh,
more.
that
Where is
yeah.
this place?
Where is it? I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of things I like right there.
Yeah, but they're all rigged.
um,
It's rigged. So
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna just watch. That's fine. um, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of questions surrounding gambling in sports, and even with AI, you feel like someone could tamper with that.
Sure,
Like, you've
sure.
seen videos of AI. It's like it'll probably get to a point where they show like an instant replay, but it's already tampered to, it
Mhm.
could have been a strike in a baseball game, but like the AI just modified it real quick. If someone, messes with that, it'll look like a ball or something. So I don't know. I know the NBA is, they're trying a new thing where all the refs are going to have uh, like a earpiece that's straight to New York or whatever while they're refing the game. We'll see how that goes. Still not going to have any faith in the NBA, but
No.
it's good that they're trying things.
yeah, the only thing that I have heard about the gambling, and this again was from that podcast from the radio station, the local radio station, is that somehow I guess the Israeli mob is kind of in on it too. So they're involved. So I was like, geez,
Okay.
what mob isn't involved
Yeah.
in this? But I wanted to, for our basketball podcast, I wanted to look at what's going on with that. Just, to hit some highlights of the gambling, because I haven't heard any of that gambling scandal yet. I hope it just doesn't get pushed under, the rug, and then, oh, it was just these three guys, and you know, uh,
Well, no, they released a bunch of names.
Yeah, it won't.
Um,
It won't.
yeah,
like
because it was like
there's
31 dudes that got arrested,
yeah,
It's too
and I
hard
mean
but
for
I
they all
haven't
had
heard
like
anything else.
nicknames like
yeah,
Pookie, Black
Yeah,
Al,
yeah,
Albanian
Black
Bruce,
Owl, yeah.
yeah.
No, I think it was like
um,
wasn't it Black Bruce and something else? Oh, yeah.
Albanian Bruce, Juice. Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Good time, good time.
So did
Um,
we we already hit the Steelers Colts then? Did you want to talk about your
well,
Steelers?
yeah, let's do it. This is Steel Curtain. I am a Steelers fan. Mostly
This
I'm an
year?
Aaron Rodgers fan.
Bandwagon.
The Steel Curtain is real. And yes, probably just this year. But it's yes, the Steel Curtain is real. Daniel Jones had a tough time. 3 interceptions. I was telling you, he looks great, but if you play him the right way, he's going to fall apart. He's going to look flustered. He's going to start throwing interceptions. He threw 3 today. So
Fool's
that
gold.
Steelers defense is back. Aaron Rodgers lost about 10 years or gained 10 years. He looks younger. He looks good.
Did you see him
I'm feeling the
run the
Steelers
ball
team.
at the
Yeah.
goal line? And he was kind of like, you could tell he's like, do I want to try to take, because he's going up against 3 Colts defenders.
Yeah.
And he's like,
thinking about
fuck it.
it. Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't go out of bounds. He actually like took the hit and got knocked out of bounds. So.
Yeah. But I mean, this Steelers team, they showed up. They remind me of like a Rocky movie. You just you have to believe in them. They have to believe. They got that special teams coach, Danny Smith, who just looks, pumped up on the sideline, chewing a whole pack of gum. Yeah, like Popeye. And I don't know. I just love to see it. It was a good performance by the Steelers. Yeah,
Yeah, it was nice to see the defense play good for once.
yeah,
So I know
yeah.
they were talking about, because
They're
I think they're the
swarming.
highest paid defense in the NFL
Yeah,
this year,
they sure
and they
are.
finally played like it. Yeah. So,
Finally.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is kind of what my fear was with the Colts and Indiana Jones. Is they're, are they really built to win in the playoffs? And it's just once they start playing good teams, they're beating, they beat the Broncos, but against the bad teams, they're just really clobbering them. And then once they hit a good team, it's tough for them. But I think just looking at the stats real quick, Jones had 3 interceptions, but he still had 340 yards passing. It was just taking away
Yeah,
Taylor, that taking away that running
exactly.
game, making him one dimensional. That's kind of the mindset for defense is, hey, we're going to take away one of you're not going to beat us with the, passing and running the ball. You're going to have to choose one. And I think they took away Taylor. The Steelers did.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I've been preaching. Last week I said, you can take away Taylor, you got a shot. So I think Mike Tomlin may have been listening to our podcast. Thank you for subscribing, Mike Tomlin. Um, you know, Steelers going to the Super Bowl. Looking good.
Yeah. But they need those turnovers. Because if you look at the stats, I mean, Aaron Rodgers only had 200 passing yards. Their running back, Warren, he only had 30 yards rushing. And they scored 27 points. So you're like,
Well,
okay.
no one else had rushing yards or real rushing yards. That was it.
So everybody else had 4 rushing yards. So what happened is you get the turnovers, you get the short field, and that's Steelers football. It's just that defense wasn't living up to that in games past this year. So
Yeah, well, the Steelers got out to an early lead, and I thought that would be a problem for the Colts, or at least I wanted to see how they'd handle that because in all these games they've
Mhm.
played, they've just kind of jumped out to a early lead, big lead,
Well,
and then they just kind
yeah.
of keep the gas on, right? Give it to Taylor, but it's like when you can't give it to Taylor, when you got to throw the ball because you're behind, it really tested Daniel Jones, and I mean that defense was all in his face and just turning the ball over. So you know, helping the Steelers a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. I thought the Colts would just go in there and kind of take care of business. I think wasn't that first drive didn't the Steelers hold them to 0 points? Was it 0 points or was it three? I can't remember. But I watched that first.
I think it was
Um,
0.
yeah, I watched that first defensive series, and I was like, okay, the Steelers might be, you know, they might be ready to play this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were.
They're ready to go, it seems.
Let's see.
Yeah.
A lot of morning games. Let's just kind of put together the
Yeah, there's 8 of them.
let's put together the Chargers, Titans, and Broncos, Texans because I didn't really care too much for those games. Something I did notice in the
Well,
whoa, just lost Grady, I think.
oh,
Um,
yeah, our
yeah,
squares just got bigger.
just like red zone. Something I did notice in the Chargers game. So first, I want to continue to echo the Chargers are a fraudulent team. I saw Herbert throw a pick six early, and they had to kind of climb back into this game. But on the other side of the ball, what's going on with Cam Ward? Because he just can't seem to hold on to the ball. Like he has like a play every game now where he's holding the ball and then he's just not
There
holding the
he
ball
is.
anymore. It's Grady. Welcome back.
Lost you there for a second. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, we're just talking about Cam Ward and how he just
How
can't
awesome
seem
he
to
is.
no, how he can't seem to hold on to the ball. Like every game, he's just holding the ball, and then all of a sudden he's not holding the ball, and it's on ground behind him.
Problem. That's a serious problem.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that.
Well,
You know,
I think
what do you guys
it's kind of
think?
like I think it was the tonight's game, the Sunday night game where they were talking about Darnold, and I think it was Chris Collinsworth. They were emphasizing his footwork,
Yeah,
and
one, two, three,
that's the
1, 2, 3.
problem with Ward is he's a rookie quarterback. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was, Black
It's
Al.
just
Yeah,
like dancing
it's
out.
a 1, 2, 3. It's just like ballroom dance. I took that class in college, believe it or not. But I think that the problem is you already fired that the Titans have. You fired the head coach. So now that there goes his offense, and I forgot who the interim coach is. I think it's McCoy. He's
Yeah.
he's got to kind of have the same offense because you're not going to, in football in the NFL, you don't install a whole new offense when you get rid of a head coach in the middle of the season. So I think the problem with Ward is his footwork still because they did slow mo one of his throws. It was like 2 yards short of the receiver, and with the way he threw it on the run, kind of across his body, and then he didn't like he kind of lost the grip on the ball. So
Yes,
he
that's what I saw.
he yeah
Yeah.
he needs to have a coach there, quarterbacks coach, somebody teach him how to throw the ball
How to
because he
hold the
doesn't he
ball.
doesn't know how to throw the ball, and he doesn't know how to throw the ball in the NFL. You can't just
So what
use
number
your
one
arm
pick?
strength. Yeah, you can't just use your arm strength and
No,
just
you have to line up
run.
your you
Yeah,
have to line up your feet to where you're going. First, your first progression, your feet have to be one way. Second progression, third progression, your feet have to follow your eyes every time. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Chris
it.
Chris Collinsworth.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that takes me back.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Chargers still won. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to this game because I thought the Chargers were going to win. I don't know if their defense
Me
was
too.
hurt. Um, they pulled it out. It's still, Harbaugh there. I think they've already beat the Chiefs. They've already beat the Broncos. So they're going to be there at the end of the year. So they're going to play them again,
Yeah,
and then we'll see what happens.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
But I don't
For
believe in
better
them at
or
all.
worse,
I don't bet on this team anymore, by the way. You guys know that.
I thought Harbaugh was a actor, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to Broncos Texans, even though I don't I don't like the Broncos, but it was kind of an ugly game. And then
Just boring.
Stroud got knocked out.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
did that whole slide, and then he still got hit. So I just if a player does that, I know it's hard to kind of let up for a defensive player, but if you knock a guy out and he can't play, I think that defensive player should be
He should go.
suspended or whatever for the game. Yeah. So you knocked out one of our guys. So now the guy that did the knocking out, you got to sit out. Sorry.
Or if they
Um,
had someone come out and knock him out just to
kind of
level the
like
playing
a,
field.
like a,
Oh,
like a, what was it? Black Bruce or somebody. Hey, go knock him.
hey, they may not talk about that, but those guys are like that. If you like hit one of their players hard,
Oh yeah.
they are coming after you. It may not be spoken about, but those guys are doing that. I promise you they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
I promise
Yeah.
you they are.
And the Broncos, they keep winning. So I think they're leading the West.
Yes,
So
they
yeah, they're
are.
7-2. So
Yeah,
they're for real. I mean,
and they are.
I know Sean Payton doesn't like winning like this, but
A win's a
hey,
win in the NFL.
yeah,
Screw that. You take it when you can get it.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
man.
the Texans are they're pretty much done. So no Stroud. You got
Yeah,
Mills, the journeyman there. So
yeah, they're in trouble.
yeah.
They're in trouble.
And then what was the other game? Was it Saints?
Did we talk about the Reds or not the Commanders?
You could say
We
Redskins here.
did.
This is a safe
Redskins,
place.
Commanders, whatever. Washington D.C. team.
Well, Grady, we're old. They've been Redskins longer for us than
Definitely, definitely.
Commanders.
Yes. Even I have known them as the Redskins, yes. But no, we gave that game a few sentences at the beginning. Unless you have anything else.
Yeah.
No,
Other than Jane Daniels got hurt, I just saw. I'm watching the highlights while
he
I'm
got hurt again.
his left
Man.
arm. Yeah, he was taken out. His left arm is out. Is messed up, so he might be out for a while.
Oh, damn.
Well, the
Yeah, I
Rams
mean, they're
Saints. I know we
done.
didn't talk about it, but Puka got hurt, so
He got hurt
he's
again.
out.
Always hurt.
Yeah, he
He
got like chest contusion or something. Yeah, he got hit in the chest really hard, so he's
always hurt. He's a great
And
player, but damn.
they were saying during the game, like, it's like a blessing and a curse with a player like him who plays so physical that he just runs guys over, but he gets hurt a lot too because of
yeah,
it. So he's got to find a way to kind of reduce those injuries.
yeah, and he still made the catch. I know in the Raider game, Tucker, the receiver for the Raiders, he's going over the middle and he dropped the ball, because he was gonna get. I mean, he was gonna get hit, but
You
I
get
was
hit
like,
anyway.
oh, he got scared. He got scared.
Oh, it is
You gonna get hit.
Halloween. Yeah.
Okay? You might as well hold on to it.
It is Halloween time. And speaking of Halloween, how was your guys' Halloween? Did you guys dress up at all in costumes?
I was working.
No?
I didn't. I took the
I was
kids
working
trick or
too.
treat.
Oh yeah, how'd that
Well,
go?
yeah.
How'd
How'd that go?
they taking the kids trick or treating go? Do they still do that now? Are people still get giving out candy?
Yeah, so my son did a blow up costume, so I had a fan in there and it blows up, and
Okay.
so he's
They
walking
do that now,
around.
huh?
but he couldn't see. He couldn't see anything. So I'm like, all right, come on, let's. I'm trying to
Follow my
tell him, hey,
voice.
there's a curb. Watch your step. Another step, and he was, so slow. Like if my wife and daughter, we were on the same street, they could do the whole street and come back before we even started. So it got to one house. I was like, okay, this is gonna be one of those nights.
So
Yeah, a lot
But
he
of
it
didn't get
did.
candy.
much candy.
Yeah, it just seemed like not too many people were um, handing out candy, and usually
Yeah, that's
our
lame.
neighborhood really goes all out. Like, I mean, there's a ton of people on the street, but it just didn't. It wasn't like that this past Halloween.
I was wondering, same with
Hmm.
my street. It was kind of quiet this year. From what I could tell, my daughter said there was nobody that came to the door, which is rare. I thought it was going to
Wow.
be busy.
Wow.
Mm.
Did you turn the lights out?
She had the lights on, I guess, and yeah, nobody came to
Oh,
the door.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should have wore your costume,
Ooh.
Dreamy.
Can I
Oh,
turn to me? Yes. Well, yeah. For those who don't know, I was at work as Mike McDaniel,
yeah.
expecting
Well,
him to be fired over the
At the
Thursday
end of
night
the
game.
year,
Right. That has been edited to the end of the year. He will be the coach through the end of the year. So thought it'd be clever to show up at work, just looking for another job, trying to get as far away from Miami as I can.
so you got
Um,
fired.
yeah, I will not be at work tomorrow. Yes.
right. Lucky
No.
you.
But yeah, so the Dolphins decided to fire the GM, and I just forgot that dude's name, but I thought that was an interesting decision to fire
The GM.
Chris Greer. Don't even know who that is, honestly, but they went with him instead of sacrificing Mike McDaniel. So, what do you guys think about that? Why do you think they did that? And do you think McDaniel will be here after the end of the season?
I think I think that they probably did it to keep the coach and the team together, but they need to have the GM and the coach in line. I don't think it's a good idea to have a new GM and an old coach. If you bring in a new GM, you should bring in a new
Really?
coach and have them come as a tandem and take over as a tandem and probably even get a new quarterback, but that's a whole nother story. But if you're going to change a team around with a new GM, you need to have him pick his own coach so they have a vision and it's the same vision to move forward with. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Well, I thought that there was problems with Tua and Mike, so that's still there.
Yeah. Get rid
Well,
of all of
Tua
them.
had that little, like he was kind of like a rat when he's telling players
Yeah.
not showing up to meetings or
Yeah.
some
You don't do that.
some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They all need to go.
Uh, but in that game, Thursday night against the Ravens, they focused on one Dan Marino talking to somebody. I don't know who it was, but one of my favorite quarterbacks to ever watch that I've ever seen play the game. And whenever you start making changes, so the GM, he kind of assembles the team, looks over contracts. So I would look for maybe that the scouting to kind of rev up, and they're looking at draft picks. They're probably looking at teams that want to trade for Tua. But it's interesting that it was just the GM, which would suggest that they're thinking about keeping McDaniels even past this year. So I don't
Hmm.
I don't know why they would just fire one and keep the other.
I
It's kind of weird.
agree. I mean, unless the GM that you bring in wants to work with Mike McDaniel, that's a different story. But I don't know. Doesn't seem. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's pretty weird.
Well, McDaniels
Yeah.
he's a good offensive mind, but I think as far as like a head coach, I don't think he transcends very well as a head coach. I think he's probably better as an offensive coordinator.
I agree. Yep,
Yeah. Most likely.
I
I don't
agree.
know. I think he'll still go at the end of the season, and Tua's got to
Yeah.
go too.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
odd that you would, replace it.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, both of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was reading some trade rumors, maybe not rumors, but like trade ideas that were being
Smut.
spun through ESPN, smut as you call it, and one of them suggested that at the trade deadline, the Dolphins are going to trade Tua and this year's second round pick and next year's second round pick to the Raiders for a fifth round pick. How do you feel about that?
Uh, I do not feel good about that. I don't like how ESPN just takes on this
It's in the universe.
self-generating news. So even with Max Crosby being traded, and he doesn't want to be traded, the Raiders aren't going to trade him, and it's still, hey, what if Crosby went to, I don't know, the Bucks? And it's just,
The
I hate
Bears.
that. Um, but it it would make sense just in these terms. So in basketball, you had the Thunder take bad contracts, but they also got number one picks, and that's how they built their team. They already won a championship. They
Mhm.
still have number one picks for years to come, so they're gonna they're gonna be really good. The problem is it takes years for this to kind of come about, this way of building your team through the draft. So if it's number ones, plural, fine. You know, hey, we'll take this bad contract because Tua is going to be, um, I think he's what, 50 or was it 70 million a year? It's
Oh,
some
70.
high
It's
ass.
70.
It's
Yeah.
high. And the
That's
Raiders
it.
are one of the few teams that are under the cap that can do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, so let me ask Grady, if the Bears wanted, let's say you didn't have Caleb, would you trade for Tua? What if I gave you
The same
our
trade.
number one this year and then our number two the following year? Would that sweeten the deal for you?
Well, number one is crazy, but what if it's number two
Yeah,
too?
that'd be a different story because if Tua doesn't work, then I
Well,
could
I'm just trying to figure out what great, because here's the thing. There's a saying, everybody could be bought.
sure,
So
sure,
what would
sure.
it take
Yeah, I mean,
what would
you
it take for you if you're running the Bears to take on Tua's contract?
probably a number one and a little bit more, to be honest with you. You
Yeah,
know, I
like
mean,
a one, and what else? What would you want? Like maybe a two 1 year and then a two the following year, something like that.
no,
So you're
no,
talking like,
it's got to be a lot because that contract's going to bind me up. So you
yeah,
have to have an outlet for that with these younger players with the no with the low money contracts. You have to have some kind of balance on, especially a quarterback, man. It would have to be a lot. A first and yeah, a couple of seconds or a first, a second, and a third,
yeah.
or something like that. It'd have to be something like that.
So
Yeah.
this whole talk about two number twos, that doesn't fly.
No.
It has to be a little bit more. Um, the Raiders already did this with Mac. They traded him to the Bears for like a couple of number ones.
Right.
And here's the other thing: when
Worked
you
out.
draft, those players that you draft have to work out. The
Yeah.
players that the draft picks that the Raiders got from the Bears, none of them panned out. I think Jacobs was the last one that was here,
Hmm.
and they let him go. So
Right.
it it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna
That's true.
build a successful
True.
team.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want to anyway, period, just because I'm not a big fan. But
Yeah.
yeah. I think of him and Kyler Murray as like the same beast.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that. I don't know. I wouldn't do that either. Too much headache.
Yeah.
Well,
Too many Chinese fingers going on there.
yes. I don't know what you're trying to say. Um, so we kind of skipped
He's probably
over
gonna be
the
knocked out.
kind of skipped over Rams and Saints, but that game kind of skipped over itself. I honestly, that was one of the 3 games going on at the same time, and I was going back and forth between the Raiders and the Chiefs, where I didn't even notice that blowout. But
I mean, the big news was Puka got hurt.
Who got her? Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess
And
that
they're
was
having,
really
yeah.
it. The Saints were playing Shaw or Show. I don't really know how to
No,
say his name still.
Does it matter?
they kept saying it's like soak, something like that, like so.
There's an H in there. I know there is. It's like
Or, yeah, there's a
Shaw,
GH. There's a
Show.
GH. So it's like
No, at the
Schaff.
beginning though.
Schaff. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
saying like
Because
Shaw.
the
I don't
ending
know.
is
He's
what
bad.
throws me out.
Yeah, yeah. He's not ready.
The Saints are in trouble.
And I just
Saints may have the first pick of the fucking draft. Well, no, the Jets.
it'll be the Jets or the Titans probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if the Saints traded for Tua? Would that work?
No. Be awful.
Yeah.
They would still get the number 1 pick, you know?
Yeah.
And what about the Jets? What if the Jets trade for Tua?
I could see that happening. That's the scary thing. I could see the Jets doing some stupid shit like that. I could easily see that.
Yeah. I mean,
They're so
I would think
desperate.
the Raiders would be a team for that, but I think they're more likely to go after Kyler. So
And
equally
hey,
as
that would
bad.
be fine. That would be fine.
Fine for
I
us.
don't
Yeah.
think I don't think I don't think Kyler is the only issue. He is kind of like an issue, but let's just keep in mind the last 3 draft picks, number 1 draft picks. So you got
Don't talk
Robinson,
about Harrison.
and then you
Okay.
got Nolan.
Nolan.
If they're not playing, and then one of them, the receiver, is a head case, that's not all on Kyler.
He's not a head case.
He
What are we talking about?
juggling the ball, not
He's
catching
doing
the ball.
fine. He's doing fine.
I think he
We're
has.
okay.
He has.
He's our number
he
1
has
receiver.
A juggle
He's
a
doing
game.
fine. Believe
and what
me.
is his position again? What does it say you do here? You catch the ball? Do you?
Let's talk to Kyler with those questions
Is that
first.
what you do?
We're fine. Let's pump the brakes. Look, I was looking for a Marvin Harrison Rivalries jersey. It's sold out because he's that popular. I think we're fine. We can pump the brakes on Harrison. I still need to get that jersey. I'm not really sure how. I'm going to have to go through the black market.
He's a number 1
with
pick.
the
He needs to produce.
I still think he'd be better with a better quarterback. He probably doesn't like playing with Kyler Murray.
Oh, no.
Probably not. No.
He has better chemistry with Brissett.
Yeah.
That is like obvious.
Yeah.
It's so obvious. It's like what.
And chemistry means something.
I don't know if the two have beef. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
That means
because
something.
they're still doing that whole like he's running a go route and he's throwing it. Kyler's throwing it out in the flat. That's first year stuff. That's like preseason bullshit.
Yeah.
You guys should be on the same page.
Yeah, they're not getting together and throwing together or any of that. Yeah, it's evident.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of a twofold problem where Harrison relies on his talent too much. He probably needs to put more effort into the film room and study his craft. Kyler needs to give himself up to this offense, needs to understand, hey, I just need to run this offense. I can't just do what I want to do.
All that what you're saying is coaching. A good coach would come in and put a foot in the ass and all that shit will be changed. All that's coaching right there. You need a strong person to coach that yeah.
Do you see Gannon getting let go?
If
I think Gannon's a good coach.
If you can't control your players, even if they're like divas or whatever, they had head cases, that's your job, is to deal with these motherfuckers in their heads and whatever issues they have and put them in place. That's part of your job. That's part about being a good coach. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, yeah, he's a good coach, but I mean, I don't know. Then you either get rid of the players or you coach the players up. Those are your two options. I mean,
Yeah, I think Gannon's gone. I think there's some respect that people and players have lost for him. I think Gannon's probably gone. Could see the offensive coordinator, Petzing, gone. DeMarcado's gone after he gets back from this injury and fake injury. And I would like my Kyler Murray to be gone, but hopefully that's the case. Watch Brissett get 300 yards tomorrow. By the way,
yeah, yeah, and that's just it. If they can win without him, or or even produce without Murray, that's a hit for your ass right there. It really is. Do you need this? Do you need the headache? I don't think so.
yeah. I mean, part of me wonders if this is kind of like what you were saying, Z, about like the whole McCarthy thing. Like, why don't you just that is your ankle all right? Is your foot all right? Just take another week off.
Yeah. Yeah,
Make
that's what
sure
I was
it's
gonna
good.
ask,
Yeah,
'cause
Yeah.
what I mean, his foot injury, everybody's kinda like the, sources that I'm reading, it's like, what's going on with his foot? Are they not disclosing everything? So it's like, kinda like with the Ravens and, what Harbaugh did with Jackson. It's like, yeah, he's practicing. Oh, he's on the practice squad, which, by the way, the Ravens got fined. They only got fined 100,000.
no, it's
So I was
nothing.
looking for them to get some draft picks taken away or something,
And they should have. Yeah,
They probably got a warning.
because that
Yeah.
100,000, yeah, that's nothing for them, for an NFL organization.
they paid someone off. Yeah,
Yeah. They probably got a warning and $100,000. Next time it'll be more.
yeah.
Yeah. So something just doesn't sit right, because even on the local sports radio, they were talking about, they have, the quarterback, they interview him, and so the Cardinals didn't have Murray available. They didn't have a quarterback available. And it was Friday. So I was like, what's going on here? Murray's probably going to sit out this game, which, again, it doesn't make sense, because he's playing a very poor defense in Dallas. You're playing in a stadium that you're comfortable with. So you're saying the next game, against Seattle, in Seattle, that's your
Yeah.
first game back?
It's gonna get
That
Yeah.
doesn't
killed. Yeah,
it
And it
doesn't make
doesn't go.
sense.
running
So
for his
look,
life.
look for Murray not even to play that game.
Yeah, I would be surprised. I
No,
would be
he will.
surprised.
He'll get killed though.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like some pseudo suspension, like, Kyler is healthy enough, but they're just sitting him out because, hey, you know, you're not buying into the offense. You're not running the offense like it should be ran. And, you can see Brissett, he's running it just fine. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. The whole situation's kind of weird.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd agree
Yeah,
with that.
we'll just have
And their
to. We'll
record
have
will
to see
show.
tomorrow.
Yeah, their record will show it.
I mean, yeah, they're done for this year. That's it. Especially with their division, it's just everyone is a playoff contender already, and
That
Cardinals are just
division.
left in the dust. But
Tough.
yeah,
Not so fast, my Canadian friend. I want to see what that defense does. I want to see them healthy. They're playing a poor Cowboys defense. Let's see what happens. And if they do lose to this Cowboys team, they're done.
Yeah, but if it's a shootout, though, can't
well,
you see
I
if
mean,
they got?
okay,
Well, if they get healthy if the Cardinals get healthy on defense, I don't see it being a shootout.
Okay,
I think Dak's going to be running for his life. That's
well,
And again, that's just me being high on the Cardinals at the beginning of the year, because I know the guys that are out, and I know if they were playing, this whole season would probably play out differently.
sure.
That's just my assumption.
all
Sure,
right.
but yeah, Dak could put
Well,
up some
real
points,
quick,
but yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. But if he's moving around back there,
Yeah.
And that's who did they play last? The Broncos. The Broncos, slaughtered them. So
Mhm.
and they got after them.
Yeah. Yeah. Gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
There's a sliver. There's a sliver. There's like this
That's all you asked for, just a sliver.
the door. It's like there's this much crack in it.
It's over, man. It's
More than
over.
likely.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
I don't know,
and dreams
like,
like
I really don't know what's worse because if, Brissett could win this game, but then it's like, do you need Kyler anymore? So it's almost like, like Kyler comes back and you guys are either way, you guys aren't making the playoffs. But
Yeah.
it's just looking
And
like Brissett
and
could
again,
replace him.
according to local radio, Sports Talk, the Cardinals aren't looking to trade Kyler, but if Brissett wins this Monday night game and somebody calls, "Hey, what do you want for Kyler?"
How much?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like,
how
there you
much?
go,
Yeah.
little guy. You're a Raider now, or you're a Jet now, whatever.
Are we allowed to trade with the Toronto Blue Jays?
Well,
On the,
he did play baseball. Kyler
exactly.
said if he wasn't a number one pick, he would play baseball.
Hey,
Right.
first
So
place guys.
Get some
he was
Tim
in the
Hortons.
Yeah.
athletics organization.
Hey, why not? Trade him for, a season
Mm.
ticket to a baseball game. Why not?
Yeah.
Think
Yeah,
nacho.
Yeah.
I'm for trading it if it's going to make your team better, but you're going to go with Brissett, who's kind of a journeyman quarterback, and you're I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen if they trade him.
Do it.
All
Do it.
right.
Do it.
Real quick, who's your guys' top 5 NFL teams halfway through the season? The power rankings. Valley
The
Sports power rankings.
Valley Sports Power Rankings. Who's number one? That's the question.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
any order, any order,
you have to
just
put
any
the
order.
Eagles. The
Yeah.
Eagles are in there. The Chiefs, and this is just for AFC and NFC, right?
Yeah,
Right.
the
So
whole
it's
whole
combined. So
league.
it's top 5 combined.
Yeah, any
So you got
order.
Eagles, Chiefs. Jeez, I mean, you're banking on the Bills getting it together
Banking
because
too.
right now the Patriots have a better record.
Well, hey,
So
yeah, Patriots look good.
but I'll just go
Yeah,
with Josh Allen and the Bills, to eventually get their shit together. Um, so
you have the
I
Broncos in
still like
there.
the Lions. I
who
still think the
else?
Lions are 5.
Yeah. Well, Lions
Yeah,
or Packers, and the
Packers.
Packers already beat them. They beat
Yeah,
them
but
handily.
the Packers are.
That's week 1.
Yeah.
It's weird.
it-
Week 1's always weird.
So only one team gets in for this
from the
top
north.
5 ranking. So is it Lions or Packers?
I like Lions personally.
Yeah, that's
Probably
fine.
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
So we got one more spot.
Mm,
Is it Rams?
ooh, could be the Rams. That offense is explosive as long as they have Puka.
Yeah, and that defense from last year, I think it's coming around.
I would imagine it'd have to be the Rams then. Yeah. I can't. Am I missing
Because
somebody?
yeah, the AFC North, it's a it's a
Well, you got the Steelers. I
Well,
mean,
okay, who's better?
well, are they even gonna? Because I
Now,
think
I
the
look,
Ravens are
man.
gonna beat them out.
I wouldn't even put the Steelers in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's a
okay,
tough one to
who's
fire.
better? The Rams or the Seahawks? Who's better?
Rams.
Rams.
Rams for sure. Like you're certain?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I
Because
go with
even
Rams.
like when you're talking about the AFC North, uh, you're looking at the Steelers are there, but I don't feel confident that they're even going to win the. I think the Ravens are going to win.
Ravens are gonna catch
I
up
wouldn't be
probably.
surprised. I would not be
Yeah,
surprised if won every single game that's left and won that division. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
yeah. I think the Bucks are probably on the outside of that top 5.
Yeah, they're like
You know,
7.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
they're actually
I wouldn't put him
7.
in there yet. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
what
right.
about the
Let me.
Colts? The Colts are sitting outside that too, of course, right? Colts are
Call.
like 8 and 9.
I mean, you were
It's
talking about the
borderline.
narrative games and a good bad team. I don't trust. I don't trust Daniel
Yeah, but
Jones. I don't
as far as
trust.
their record is
Really?
right
You're changing your
No,
where they're
tune. I thought you were big
no,
fan. Yeah.
no. I've never. I
Indiana
don't.
Jones.
I don't trust the Colts.
No, I don't
I don't
trust them.
trust them.
But as far
Okay.
as right now, though, where
Even
there's
even though they beat the Broncos. I
right.
wasn't there another team they beat that was pretty good? I mean, I would put the Packers above the Colts, like today.
Um,
And I know the Colts
yeah.
have a better record.
Probably, yeah. Probably because the
I
Okay.
would put the Seahawks. I put the Seahawks above the Colts because I think didn't the Rams beat them, didn't they, or did they lose?
Yes. The Rams
Okay.
beat him.
so then Seahawks so all right then so Seahawks and Packers then.
What was that?
Who's better between the Seahawks and the Packers then?
I'm gonna pick the Packers.
Yeah, that's almost a toss up because well, the problem is the Steelers, they lost one of their really good defenders. So I need to find out if he's out for an
You
extended
mean the
period of time.
Seahawks?
The Seahawks
Yeah.
lost,
Yeah.
yeah, they lost somebody. I forgot what his name was. But I mean,
Hmm.
I guess I would have to go Seahawks over Packers. And it's the slimmest of margins.
Well, then you would have to have your
And what
Yeah.
about the
deal.
Well,
Patriots?
Yeah, then there's the Patriots. Yeah,
The Patriots are there too.
I
I
think
would
the
put the
Patriots are
Patriots
better.
above the Colts.
Yeah, yeah. I put the Patriots above the Packers. To be honest with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Patriots are good though. They're no joke. And I think if they were playing the Packers are playing the Seahawks, I think Darnold would be seeing ghosts. The Micah Parsons running
Yeah.
after him.
That's a good point.
That
That's a
could
good point.
that
That's a good
could be
point.
the case. But that Seattle defense is coming around. That's why I was wondering how long that player for Seattle is going to be out. Because if he's out for an extended period of time, that defense could be in trouble. Just
Is it Josh Jobe
right when they were getting good.
or Ernest Jones?
I can't remember what his name was because he
It
got
was
hurt
Ernest Jones.
like right when I was gonna head up to do the podcast.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, I think I have the Chiefs, Bills. I think I'll take Patriots in there.
What about the Eagles?
Jeez. Yeah,
Eagles, definitely.
Eagles.
I think
They got to be in there, and then
yeah, Eagles have to be in there.
I mean, it's kind of a toss up after that, but yeah, probably go with like the Rams so far.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. So next week we got a good one on Monday night. Eagles Packers.
Oh, go Eagles!
That should
Yeah,
be
Yeah,
it would
good.
be good.
yeah.
Oh, and your steel curtain. Guess who they're going up against? The good bad team.
Bring it on.
Who's your
Bring it on.
Who?
It's like the hot
Who?
girl.
in LA?
And she's crazy.
Chargers.
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
they should win that.
Steelers. Chargers.
Yeah, they should win that game.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with the
I'll
Chargers.
take the Chargers.
Excited for that.
I think the Chargers will win that game.
That fraudulent
I'd
team.
love to see it. Fraudulent.
It's a narrative game.
This is not a narrative game, but the Chargers are a fraudulent team. Okay.
Yeah. I might have to agree with
You're
mine.
the
Oh
crazy chick of
no!
football teams.
And then we got Raiders Broncos Thursday night. That's gonna be.
Oh, I know.
rough.
That's going to be fun. I think the Raiders going to win that. I'm saying
Oh,
it
that's
now.
rough.
They give a better
I
game than
It's in
guarantee it.
Denver.
Yeah, it's a Thursday night game too. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good game.
In
I
Denver.
guarantee it. Raiders will win.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, it'll
Gary?
be close. It'll be close for like a half, and then the Broncos will run away.
You want to make a bet?
Oh.
Raiders to win.
Raiders
wait,
to win.
wait. Let me see the line.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll do the
There you go.
lines. That's safer. Protect my money. And Grady,
You
I think
got
you
it.
got some money of mine. Week 12.
Week 12. Want some more. Want some more. Want some more
All
money,
right.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
How do you get it? There we go. There we go. 9.5.
Jeez.
Really? That's a lot.
You wanna bet the line?
That's the problem. Is that Broncos defense is
In Denver.
and the Raiders defense is a very
Yeah.
so,
And
yeah.
in Denver.
Which
There is some
Broncos offense are you gonna get? Wasn't that Cowboys game in Denver?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think it'll be kind of similar to that, like a 40-20
exactly.
game. Didn't you bet on the Raiders to stay within 14 of the Chiefs? Was that one of your?
No. I bet them to be within 23.5. And they
You
couldn't
still
even do
lost.
that.
They couldn't do
Yeah.
that.
That's insane.
I know. That's crazy. That's so sad.
So
Thanks for bringing
you're
that up.
asking me if the Broncos will beat the Raiders by
10
10 or
points.
more. Yeah, I think they
That's a
will.
lot of points. That's too many points for me.
Well, we can sign this
I mean, if you
contract
think
right
about it, it's 2 scores, so it's going to be probably by like 3. So you're probably thinking like 21. It'll be a 21-point spread ultimately.
now. All right.
Yeah. And then Gino's good for an interception.
At least one. Yeah. At least one. Yeah.
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 I can't realistically even take that now.
So speaking of the Raiders,
$5?
wait. So real quick, speaking of the Raiders game, would you have gone for 2 at the end of the game, or would you just kick the extra point and gone into overtime?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we kind of skipped over that.
I was thinking about that because it doesn't matter. The season's lost. So
I respected that decision.
You almost have to go for 2.
Okay.
It wasn't even a question, because right now the Jaguars are in the playoffs. So, your Raiders are just looking to play spoiler. So look for, if act of God, the Raiders can beat the Broncos and they go for 2 or whatever, they'll do the same thing,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it just seemed like they were soft if they kicked the field goal and went back
going
up to
for
tie.
a tie doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't. It just
It's against the Raiders code.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I just wonder what you think.
Commitment to excellence.
That's right.
Commitment to more draft picks.
That's
higher draft picks.
Hey, you're playing for that first round draft choice.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, I don't even know if is there even a quarterback in this draft?
Not that I can
Arch
think
Manning.
of. Arch Manning. I need to talk.
No, thank you.
I'm sure there's some.
We already have
wait,
Geno Smith.
Hold on. Just wait for my pitch. You don't think that Tom Brady wants to take one of the Manning kids and train him up,
Great. So now
like
we're going to
master
have
and apprentice.
not only Tom Brady in the booth, we're going to have Eli and
they're just going to do the Manning cast from the Raiders
We're going to have
booth.
motivating Manning in the booth now too, stealing. All right, guys.
That's right.
All right, they're going to run the ball.
Terrible. Terrible. Tired of it.
No.
That's right.
Please.
Chicken parmesan for everyone.
I'm getting tired of them.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
I'm
I'm
done,
just
I'm
too
done with that.
much Manning.
Omaha, Omaha, I'm done with it.
It's Las Vegas, man. That's right.
Oh, are we doing any of our categories? Because like I would like to put that Broncos, and I didn't find the name of the play, but that 2-point conversion. I like to nominate that. That's like a real Nathaniel Hackett offensive play of the game. Just the way we drew it up.
Nathaniel Hackett. Jesus.
I saw that. I just can't remember it.
That
Run me
was a
through
good
that.
play. So it was like a jet sweep, and then it was a reverse, and then while that was going on in the backfield, Caleb Williams just kind of snuck out into the flat, and he was wide open. And so when the receiver was
Caleb
running,
Williams.
yeah. So
You
Caleb
said
Williams.
Broncos?
Oh no! So it's our Nathaniel Hackett play of the game. So Bears Bengals. It was a
Okay,
2-point conversion.
on Caleb
The
touchdown.
So
Caleb's. But, yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah, but it's not called the Caleb special. They called it something else. It's much cooler than Caleb special. So the receiver, they do a jet sweep.
Mhm.
So the receiver is running one way, I think it's the running backs running the other way. They do a reverse. So while this is going on in the backfield, Caleb Williams just kind of sneaks out into the flat, and he was wide open.
Yep,
So that was a really good play.
that was nice. That was drawn up well. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. Nathaniel Hackett play of the game. No, that was
that was very nice.
it was done well. I was just praying to God he wasn't going to drop the ball because he was so open. I was watching that whole thing just sweating the whole time. But yeah, he was wide open.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
that's they're saying in the broadcast, like, if you're a defensive end or someone, or someone in the
Yeah.
flat, you see the the quarterback leak out like that. You have to stay on him. Like, he's not just, doing nothing over there.
yeah. Well, usually what happens is that person that's supposed to guard the backside like that, they just kind of sell out. They're just trying to stop the run, or they're
Yeah.
trying to chase the receiver going the other way, but then they did a reverse. So there was a defender really close to the I think it was a running back that threw the ball to Caleb. So there was a guy kind of
It was
close to him,
DJ
and I think
Moore.
that
It
may
was
have been the guy that should have,
yeah.
yeah, he should have been out in the flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But that'd be hard though. I mean, you see something flash in front of your eyes, you got to follow it, and and he didn't. That's got to be hard for you though, because your instinct says to attack. That's got to be tough. You put a lot of pressure on that player.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, the defense, they may have called for that. Hey, just play the run.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you just don't.
Okay. Well, I guess my Nathaniel Hackett offensive play of the game is, again, Bears Bengals. Joe Flacco throwing 470 yards today, but he's not the player. Throws it up to T. Higgins, and T. Higgins just reaches up over, what's his name, right, the
Yeah, nice.
cornerback, and
Quarterback,
Yep.
yeah.
just mosses him, like, just pushes him down, runs into the end zone. That was spectacular to watch. What a game for T. Higgins today.
Yeah, yeah. He had a hell of a game. Only to lose, but it was a hell of a game. Yes. Yeah. Uh, if I
Yeah, I
had
think
to
they called
say,
back one of the Bears' touchdowns. It's like late in
yes,
the
it was a
game.
pick six. It was a pick
I
six
can't remember.
by the linebacker. And they called him back because they said he was down by
Yeah.
time. But I think my Nathaniel Hackett
Okay, I
play, if
missed
we're gonna
that.
go back to the Bears game, was Colston Loveland's touchdown and the lack of wrapping up for a tackle. They could have easily tackled him, and they just hit him with the shoulder. They didn't wrap and tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spun out of it and ran for a touchdown. Now, if I was a Cincinnati Bengal,
Yeah.
that would have I would have been livid by that because they teach you to tackle in Pop Warner fifth grade football, and these guys still go in for the big hit, not wanting to wrap up. and it just kills him every single time. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Why not go for the sure tackle, especially at that point in the game? And oh well, they fucked up, and yeah, Colston Loveland scored. So
So
I'll
that
It's
take
like
it.
Bengal
bumper
player
cars.
was he a DB or was he a safety?
Yeah, pretty sure it was a safety.
Pretty
He
sure
was
he's a
coming.
corner.
Oh, was it a
Okay.
corner?
Oh, really?
I no, I don't know. I
Uh,
don't know.
I don't know.
It-
I was just wondering because you got Loveland, who's a big tight end, and you got a smaller guy.
yeah,
I could see why he did that. I
Oh,
mean,
you're
you
talking
could,
about that play. That was a safety. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
he
I
probably
thought
should
that
have
was a
just
safety.
gone for his
Yeah,
leg.
yeah. He should have wrapped him up, and he just tried
Yeah.
to hit him with the shoulder to knock him down. And Colston Loveland spun out of it and ran for another 30 yards for a touchdown. All he had to do was wrap him up and
Yeah,
tackle. Yeah,
Yeah.
happens all the
And
time
there
he
was
though.
just bumped
another
him.
safety right there, too.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah. And
just
they
like the way Loveland bounced off and spun. It's like he got like spun
yeah.
around, and all of a sudden Loveland's running towards the end zone. You know, he needed
Yeah,
that though.
yeah.
Being a early first round pick, he really needed that. So good
I
for
agree.
him.
Yeah, I agree.
He hasn't been looking that great this year so far.
So far,
Anybody
hopefully,
else of any categories?
Yeah, subprime. I'd say some prime beef for this week. Brought to you by Taco Bell. Goes to Cam Ward. Man, you need to hold on to the ball. Like you just first round draft pick, quarterback of the future for the Titans. You just can't drop the ball. Like, and you didn't drop it this game, but
Or throw
like,
it 2 yards
or
short of the
throwing it,
receiver.
it's like you need to grip the ball. Like there are laces on it. You need to spiral. Like, there's a way to do it. And whatever you're doing, it's not working, man. Like it just seems so basic. I don't know. Like, obviously I can't really talk because, there's a lot of things going on in the moment, but you just gotta hold the ball right, man.
get paid
Yeah,
to
he
hold
should
up.
have taken a ballroom dance like Chris Collinsworth back in college.
Why
I've
not?
never seen any of his tape. So
Walter Payton took ballet,
I don't
so
know.
why not?
Oh yeah, well
I
they were
did.
talking about in the broadcast, like he was counting the steps, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like how
Yeah.
quarterbacks their footwork
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to
Oh,
align with
I
where they're
get it.
throwing.
I
Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That feet work.
yes. Footwork's important.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
probably why Walter Payton was so good in basketball. You had Akeem Olajuwon. He played soccer. So
yeah,
he had really good footwork for a big guy. For a 7-footer,
yeah,
that guy, he
yeah,
had better footwork than some guards.
yeah, yeah. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Well,
that's what it is.
I'm sure
If
the
you're playing,
ballet
yeah,
helped.
seeing
I'm
his
sure it
big
helped
ass
a
in it
lot.
too.
I'm
But
sure
yeah,
that wasn't the
I'm
only reason he was taking that class. You know, you know. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't think I have a jizzle play of the game.
No.
yeah.
Amateur adulterer.
Amateur adulterer. It's a tough one.
I like the subprime beef, though. I didn't even think. I mean, subprime beef, the whole Packers team, would that
Jordan Love with the
work?
Maybe.
interception, that throw up, that Hail Mary throw up
Especially
in.
Oh, I know.
Mungin.
I know Grady would love that. Just put the Packers in there. Subprime beef.
There you go.
Yeah.
About time. Their luck has run out. I love it. Finally, no more lucky
Alright.
Packers. Tired of it.
All right. Anything else? I think we gonna wrap it up now.
Are you sticking around for the basketball?
I am done. I'm going to bed, gentlemen.
You're still doing
I've been
basketball?
up and walk dogs early in the morning, and I'm still stressed out over the Bears game. So yeah, I'm going to bed. You guys enjoy yourselves. You guys going to be up for another hour or so? That's some dedication.
Yeah, I mean
Bears-
I don't know.
the basketball is usually like an hour.
I don't even know if it'll be that
One of
long.
those, you
Honestly.
guys.
Yeah, I think it was like 50 minutes.
Good grief. All right, we'll get some rest, gentlemen. I am. I get up and walk dogs in the morning. I bid you adieu until
All right.
next week.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Grady.
Yes, gentlemen, have a
All
good
right. Good
night.
night.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Later. All right. Switching gears to the NBA,
Yes.
where the Suns, yes, your Phoenix Suns, have just vanquished the tall and nimble San Antonio Spurs. So I don't even know how that happened because Brooks wasn't playing, Green wasn't playing. The NBA is just weird. It's just weird. Not sometimes, but most of the time. So I don't bet on it anymore because you just can't really predict what's going to happen with any consistency. So I know you were watching some of that game.
Yes, I had it on with the was it Seahawks? I was gonna say Redskins. It was Commanders, so Seahawks Redskins. I was actually paying more attention to the basketball game. But this is what I was talking about with KD and Beal being gone. Is that this team will be better just because they're gonna? It just looks like they're trying now. I mean, just
Okay.
watching, it's like uh like it was last year or when Katie and Beal were here, it was like watching the Suns was like somebody just pouring sand in my eyes, and it's just very hard to watch. I'm just like, no, please, just
Yeah.
And I actually I did the stupid Suns TV for like $100 out of annually,
Jeez.
and it's like I'm paying to watch this. I'm paying to watch millionaires just kind of loaf around, just not. There was no heart in the game, and it's just why am I watching this? Why am I putting myself through this? It was torture every game. So this year,
Torture.
Suns totally revamped this team. Uh, it is It is night and day. It is actually like refreshing to watch this team play. It's like when you worked outside the whole day and you have a cold beer, and it's just, man, that's good. That's what it's like watching this team play. So this whole year, I know they're only like
3 to
maybe
4 now.
six games into the season. So Green hasn't played at all. They've already um, so from our last podcast, so Monday they played Utah. So they did lose to them. That was kind of a tough loss because it seemed like um, the Suns should have beat them. But again, they're playing hard, so they lost by 4 points. The Grizzlies, that was a tough loss. John Morant hit a pretty good jumper, game-winning jumper off of what's that kid from Duke? I forgot his name, Allen. And then
Grayson Allen.
Booker, on the opposite side, uh, shot a three, didn't make it. The Suns lose by a point. And then Friday, you had that stupid Emirates Cup. Do you even pay attention to that? They
Emirates Cup?
Emirates Cup, whatever. And so they played the
No,
Jazz again, and they wiped
I do
the
not.
floor with them. So they beat them by 22. So that was an impressive win. And then today they beat the Spurs. Another impressive win. I mean, I asked you, are the Spurs good? Because I mean, the Suns were just destroying them without Brooks and Green. So I'm like, this was surprising to me. I got to see Wemby play. Um, there was a stat they
He
showed.
wasn't playing well.
No, so Wemby, I guess this was the first game he didn't have any points in the first quarter,
He had
and
9 points.
it's not in the first quarter, like in the
I mean,
first.
but that's surprising that you only have
Yeah,
9 points.
yeah, and I mean the Suns. This is the worst. Like there was another stat that up to I think it was like maybe game 5 or 6. Like they had given up the most points out of any team. Now, granted, they're
Yeah.
hurt and they're you know trying to learn how to play with each other still. but it looks like Booker's finally. I don't want to say he's getting in shape, but he's like hitting a shot. Like early games, he wasn't really hitting his shot. Um, Now it looks as if he's starting to do that. You had Dunn. He is. This is the first time I really got to see Dunn play a lot. So he is actually a very athletic defender. Now
Yeah,
the problem is he's not a very good shooter. So I think today he was like 3 for 4 from three. So that really I think was kind of key to the Suns actually winning, because if he could stay on the court, he's such a good athletic player, especially like on defense. If we can get him to shoot, you know, I don't expect him to go 3 for 4 every game, but from 3 point, from the 3 point line. But if we can get him to score, that would be great. The centers, so I think what's his name, Mark Williams from the
yeah,
Hornets. The Suns traded for him. So this is the guy that the Lakers tried to trade for, and I guess didn't they
they sent him
veto it
back.
because of because of
Yes,
like health reasons? So what
he
they're
didn't pass
doing,
the physical.
so what the Suns are doing, if they have a back to back, they sit him out. So and that's for his health, so he doesn't break down. And the other big man, Richards, I got to see him play. He looked athletic. I mean, this team again, it just looks totally different. And I like what I see. I still kind of stick by my, for a while there, I was like, because I had mentioned I think the Suns will be there for, you know, the playing game at least, to compete for that. So I still feel confident about that.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, getting those centers was definitely a crucial improvement for the Suns.
Yeah,
Um,
people like
they
made
just
fun of him for that. I was like,
well,
man,
they're both like pretty athletic centers, can defend and grab rebounds, and I'm sure they made Wemby's life hell today. Is they must have played him pretty well because he went 4 for 14. So he was scoring 30 and 40 points in the last few games. So that's pretty impressive if you can do that to Wemby, who's 7'5", and
yeah,
he's kind of bulked up too. So he's becoming one of the best players in the NBA already.
yeah, Wemby, he's definitely one of his early games. He's definitely um I guess coming into his body. So part of the problem with like people that grow um too fast, it's they're just kind of not um what's the word, that they're not comfortable in their body yet, and so it just looks like he's more comfortable in his body. He looks like he's handling the ball better and then also shooting the ball better, and he also looks stronger. So it
Yeah,
doesn't look like if the AC kicks on he's going to blow away. It just, he looks like he can actually take a hit, absorb a hit on the defensive end, and kind of finish.
yeah, yeah. He's also playing closer to the basket too. I think those workouts he had with Hakeem Olajuwon really helped. So he's definitely kind of learning to be more comfortable and learning how to kind of use that body really.
So I wonder if Akeem broke out the soccer ball. Had him here's what you got to do. You got to juggle with this, and then you'll get better with your foot, with your footwork.
Well, LaMelo Ball could probably use some of those soccer lessons. Do you see him kick the ball and
No, I
he
don't pay
kicked it in
attention.
some Chicago Bulls player's face? He was just
On
trying to
purpose?
balance it on his foot.
Oh,
He was trying to
geez.
like, how Jokic or Luca, they'll kind of like start kicking the ball up and
Well, like
bouncing
juggle,
it
and then
between juggling it. And so I
yeah,
guess he was trying to do that, but he just kicked it and it went right in the guy's face and they fined him $30,000. So
good. Yeah, I don't really the ball guys, the brothers. I don't really
nah.
pay attention to them too much.
Well, Lonzo's in a good situation now.
Is he?
He's actually, it's kind of weird comparing the two because LaMelo, it looks like like a video game player, like offensively at least, but Lonzo is kind of more of a fundamental basketball player.
Mhm.
Like he's a playmaker, can handle the ball, and he can defend, and he can shoot threes. So, I think he's in a better situation right now in Cleveland. He's
Yeah, I
kind of
remember when
replacing Jerome.
The Lakers drafted, um, was it Lorenzo? And
Lonzo.
Alonzo Magic was kind of comparing him to a younger Magic. I don't know if you remember that. And I was like, all right.
Now I blocked
Uh,
that out. No, I'm sorry.
I don't
Don't
remember
remember
that.
that.
Did you get kicked in the head with a basketball too?
I just remember the trauma of
I
his
just
first game where Patrick Beverly was bullying him the whole game.
yeah. Well,
Just
that's
wouldn't
what
let up.
Beverly does. So, oh, and by the way, I was looking at the schedule. So, uh, Suns got the Warriors Tuesday. I mean, that should be kind of a good barometer to see where they are.
Ooh,
Again,
yeah.
I just try hard. I mean that I don't care really if you lose, but I just want you to, just give a fuck. Just go out there and show up.
Yeah.
And then they got the Clippers twice, so back to back. I don't know what it is with the people that do the schedule, but we always get the Clippers like early, and then it's like back to back. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I
Yeah,
hate
that's
the way the
weird.
Clippers play because they try to they they're physical with Booker, and that's their game plan, because the Suns really don't have, I mean, they got other role players that, can score, but Booker's kind of really the only one that can really score on his own. So he's
Well,
the
okay.
lone.
So with that, Booker's kind of on his own, and we'll see what happens when Jalen Green gets back because he's supposed to be kind of like the other star. But, what do you think of like which is better? Booker, just him on the team with a bunch of role players, and he's the guy. Or you have him, KD, and Beal, and they're all just like, all right, you get the ball this time. We're going to stand in the corner. You get the ball, and we're just going to kind of walk in here and expect to win. And it just seems kind of like complacent and, a little
Oh, yeah, it'd be
arrogant,
Booker and the role players. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, when the other guys were there, I mean, it's like they just didn't want to play. And they're getting
Yeah.
paid millions of dollars and charging hundreds of dollars for a ticket, which is, bullshit for the average fan, because I'm not going to take, I got kids. So just for two of us, for me and my wife to go is like $500, and lower
Oh,
level,
yeah.
So I'm not going
Lower
to
level.
shill out $1,000 for 4 seats just to watch, the product that was being put on the on the court. And the game that we saw was actually the game that Amari Stoudemire got inducted into the Suns Ring of Honor. So that, I mean,
Oh, nice.
that was worth it. That was like a
Yeah.
pleasant surprise because just the product that was on the court was so bad. It's like, oh, well, at least I got to see Amari Stoudemire again and him, get into the Ring of Honor, the Suns Ring of Honor. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I got to see Stoudemire and Marion at a game. They were
Mhm.
signing autographs. That was like a few years ago, though. Um, but yeah, this Suns team, I mean, really, I'm a little concerned, a little dubious of Green coming back because I'm not, seeing what I saw on the Rockets, I'm not really sold that he's a good fit for really any team almost.
Mhm.
I think he has like the potential to be a great scorer. But from what I've seen, he's kind of a black hole on the court. Like he gets the ball and then he's just like, oh, it's on me now, and he's going to dribble and try to make something happen. And it's good
So
for
he's an
like
ISO
TikTok
player.
clips. Yeah, like he is a super light version of LaMelo Ball. He's like a Cam
How,
Thomas kind of player
how
on
tall
the
is he?
Nets. I think he's 6'4".
6'4"? Okay.
Yeah. So
So
good
you're just
handles and
worried that
stuff.
you're just worried about the chemistry between him and I guess whoever's on the court. So it doesn't matter if it's him and Booker. It's just if he's on the court, the shot's going up, and everybody's got to try to get the rebound.
Well, yeah, I just want to see if he can like play in a system and play off of Booker, because I don't want him to get in the way of Booker and like the plays that are going through him. I know on the Rockets, like there wasn't really anyone else that was shooting the three except for like Brooks, really. But so that offense was kind of stagnant at times in Houston.
Mm,
So could be different here. Hoping it is. Obviously, like the Suns have some other pieces, role players that kind of make it a more healthy fit on the court, as opposed to having three kind of aging superstars and your turn, my turn. I'm gonna stand in the corner this time and not play defense. So, and meanwhile,
yeah.
we're paying $150 million a year to the three of them. So,
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Brooks um has been playing the games that he has played because I know he's been out. Uh, so him and Book, they kind of play off each other, but Brooks does more of the going to the corner and shooting threes. It's like, okay, I'm
yeah,
gonna run to the corner and that's it. Now I've seen him on other teams, Grizzlies, the Rockets too. I mean that dude can score. You know, I mean
sure.
he can get like 30 points, but just trying to see how this team plays together. Um, I guess maybe Brooks being out and Green being out, watching the team play, maybe they have kind of like a different perspective or can get a different perspective of where their game can help this team win. And if they really want to, because last time I know the Suns traded with the Rockets, they got Sam Cassell, Robert Horry, and that was the infamous Danny Ainge was the coach, the head coach of the Suns, and Robert Horry threw the towel in Ainge's face. So hopefully, this version of Rockets players coming in, that doesn't happen, and they can actually come in here and help this team win. Because what they have now, I mean, like I said, it's nice to see this team play. I renewed my son's TV, put in the hundred
Oh
dollars
no,
annually, and I'm all
saying
in.
so.
I'm all in.
Good on you. I mean, how does the new coach look? What's his name? Ott?
But so there, what's interesting on the bench today, I saw Mateen Cleaves. You remember he was the point guard for the Michigan State Spartans the last time they won uh, uh, a championship.
Okay.
So he's on the bench now. So he's one of the coaches. So this team has heavily invested in Michigan State alumni, and I think the
All
coach
right.
he played. I think what didn't he play? He was like a walk on, and then he also was a coach, like a um, assistant coach there. But Michigan, if they can bring some of um, the principles, I guess, of Michigan State, that the way they play basketball, that's fine. If it comes over here and it translates to the Suns, to the
Yeah.
professional level. But it does seem like as this season's going on, the coach, he might be capable. He might be worth a shit. This guy might know what he's doing, even though like at the beginning, it was he was kind of a long shot to get the head coaching spot of the Suns, but everybody kind of was like, "Well, he does have Michigan State ties," and that's why everybody was kind of like, look for him to get the nod
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, that's fine. Did it work for Jordan when he owned the Hornets? Drafting all the Carolina guys, getting, it didn't work. Is it going to work
No,
here? I
it's
don't know.
just dumb. It's just
Speaking,
loyalty is so dumb. And
yeah. Speaking of Jordan, you know what I did? I watched. Amazon has a pretty good documentary on Allen Iverson, and I forgot like how good he was, and he actually came out when. So I think he was at Georgetown 95, 96. So that's when I graduated. I was a senior going into college, and I
yeah.
really liked watching this guy play. But this, Iverson had so many off the court issues. It's just, and we're having this GOAT conversation at work like every day. But I mean, he was one of the few players that really could have been one of the best to ever play this game, but he had so many off the court um, issues going on, and I forgot how like vilified he was by the media because he had cornrows in his hair, like the way he
Mm,
dressed. I mean, he
right.
changed the game in that he he was kind of the first NBA player to be street, to be kind of
Right.
like hood,
Yes. Hmm.
and that's why the NBA now has like a dress code, and uh, but
Well, no,
it
now
was
you
just
can wear like whatever you want, pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah, but I think that don't they still have kind of like a dress code? But it's just they're a little more lax as far because I remember when he had cornrows, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's part of a gang, or
It's
he's in
probably no
this, or
gang
he's
stuff. Like, yeah.
yeah. But I mean, it was a pretty good documentary. It's only 3 episodes, and it did focus more on his off the court stuff. So it's worth checking out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess John Morant is kind of our this era's version of Iverson. I
Yeah, but
think
he's
he
more of
could
a
be a
knucklehead. With
yeah.
all his
I mean,
gunplay,
I know he could be a
you're an
tremendous
NBA player.
player.
You're a millionaire, bro. Just
That
you're not
yeah,
street anymore. Just
he's just messing all that up. And I mean, you know, former players and I guess mainly former players, like they've just kind of been roasting him because even if your current players, just like he's trying to act like he's from the hood, but he's not.
yeah,
You know, and
yeah, and he's
like
so.
stuff like
I
that.
think the other part is he's so good. You're a talented player. You have potential to be one of the better players to ever play this game, and you're stuck with showing off your guns. You've
Yeah,
already wasn't he suspended for like a year?
he
I
just
mean,
well, and he just got suspended for a game too.
you know,
Because I guess he got suspended for conduct that was detrimental to his team. So
mhm.
basically, like, you know, he was just talking back to the coach and seemed uninterested in the game. And so they suspended him. And it's like, you know, you're just a child, dude. Like you're acting like a child, just immature.
Yeah,
You could be so great if you just had discipline, you focused on what mattered, you know, winning.
yeah.
And it's apparently that's not the case.
Yeah, you're a professional player. You get paid to do this. Just act like it. And that just kind of falls into like me watching. So when the Suns had KD Beal, it was hard to watch. So not only for the way the Suns played, but if you're a professional basketball player, you should know how to set a pick. You should be able to shoot free throws. You should be able to do the little passing. You should be able to do all of that. It irks me to watch this game, and that the little things is still tough. It's still tough, but this iteration of the Suns, it's still better than to watch, it's still better than what we had.
Well, yeah, I've heard certain figures in the media, podcasts like talk about how a lot of the kind of up and coming talent, they play like spoiled AAU kids, like because they just kind of when they were growing up, they were the best basketball player around. And they would go
Yeah.
to these tournaments, and they would just give them the ball and dribble, dribble, and shoot, and that's kind of how they play. And I mean, I feel like we're seeing more and more of those types of like selfish look at me players that like, try to show the bag. Like now you have to have a bag to be relevant in the NBA. And it's good for TikTok clips. And you see a lot of that with like LaMelo Ball, but there's just nothing to show for it,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
And
I
they
don't
can
watch a
be
lot of that.
head cases a lot.
But that's I guess, that's one thing about the Thunder, watching how they kinda treat each other. It seems like that whole team kinda gets along. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how the GM will, treat all the draft picks that they have because they still have a lot of draft picks from, how they accumulated, uh, how they accumulated them. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, uh,
Yeah. It's going to be
going
tough for
forward.
them because, I mean, they're going to have to make some decisions. I know they have to pay Williams and Holmgren, I think, after this
Well,
season.
I
So
thought
that's,
didn't they give Williams a contract?
I know they gave Shea a contract, made him the richest contract owner.
Did they
Check that.
they re-signed, Shea though, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah, they did.
Okay, because I thought they did offer Williams something after, the,
Oh,
playoff
I
run when they
guess, yeah. So I guess they did a maximum rookie extension, which begins next year.
Okay.
So I guess he did get some money, but they still have to pay Holmgren, and he's not going to
Yeah,
be cheap. So with all these new apron rules and stuff, it's just incredibly difficult to even build through the draft and keep your players. So,
yeah.
that's something that I wonder if the NBA is going to revise pretty soon because I mean these rules and stipulations are just so strict now that
Mhm.
it's almost impossible to keep your players even if you did it naturally and you just went through the draft and got them. So, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, you see the Celtics, obviously they didn't, they got Brown and Tatum through the draft, but they just had a wholesale on their team, right? Porzingis is
Mhm.
gone. Um,
Oh,
Drew
Tatum
Holiday's
got hurt.
gone.
Yeah, Horford, he's with the,
Horford's
Warriors now.
right, right. Um, and who'd you say Jaden's gone?
He tore his ACL, so he's out, you know.
Oh,
I
Tatum.
I
Yeah, yeah. They
yeah,
expect
I
him to be
think
back at the end of the year.
yeah. So if I guess the word is if they're in the playoffs, like, he'll play or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to stay afloat, and that looks like it's pretty difficult. The only kind of notable thing about the Celtics so far is that Jalen Brown has spray on hair,
Yeah.
and
Was that on NBA? The TNT or not TNT, it's, Inside
yes,
the
it
NBA
was
now?
on ESPN. Yeah, so I mean it happened twice now. So the first time they're playing the Knicks, and he kind of put his head into
Yeah.
Anunoby, and it just was like, whoa, there's this streak on him
There's
on that white
like a little
jersey.
round black spot on his jersey now, like where his head was, and he
Yeah,
that happened
and
a few
now
times to different
there's
players,
that
yeah.
happened a couple times, and now there's a clip of Jalen Brown in a barber shop. I'm trying to still figure out if this is AI or not. I don't think it is, but he's in a barber shop,
Like he's
and
calling LeBron.
he's calling LeBron. He's like, "Lil bro, I need some
Yeah.
help." uh, he said, "Turkey or no turkey," and
Yeah,
apparently, like Turkey, the country is the place to
yeah,
go for hair transplants. I
yep.
did not know that.
I guess that's where LeBron went,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, they got the
yeah.
money.
We need to write that down for a few years later.
Just
But
file
yeah,
that in the back of your mind.
I don't know if they have brown spray on hair, so I mean,
Yeah, that
this is
was
just for
crazy
men.
because there is a guy that used to work at our lab, and he was saying that the barber shop that he went to, Grant Hill, went in there, and Grant Hill did the. I guess it wasn't a spray on; it was just like this. I don't know, maybe like the shoe polish, like the old school shoe polish. So they
Yeah,
put that on his scalp, and I was like, "Oh, dang." But I
yeah,
mean, I don't know. I I guess just for me, if I start losing my hair, I would just shave it off. I mean, if I had the
yeah.
money, I'd probably go to Turkey. Hey, just hook me up.
See, I think, yeah, you're from a generation that's noble and just knows when it's time. This is a generation now that's completely influenced by appearances and how you look on the
Totally
filter. And
vain. I need my hair. I need it
so
now.
if you're losing your hair, you're going to start getting called unk. So,
Yeah,
it's important to keep your appearances.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
So so you know kind of how I feel about the Suns. What the potential this year for the Suns? How good do you think, or how bad do you think they will be?
um I mean, yeah, it's pretty sobering. Best case scenario, I think that the Suns are going to be in the play-in tournament. They'll be
Okay.
that like 9 or 10, thinking 10, honestly. Um,
Yeah, that's
and
kind of what I thought. They'll be in the hunt. Maybe they'll get in, maybe they won't. So
because I mean, yeah. So let me just list the teams that I think are gonna make it. So I got Thunder, Spurs, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets,
Trailblazers
Rockets,
or
Warriors,
Trailblazers
Trailblazers. So that
there.
that's already like what, 8? And then I mean, we'll see how the Grizzlies,
The Suns
the
are in the
Mavs.
11th spot right now,
Yeah. We'll see how the Mavs do because I think that their team's pretty scary
and the
defensively.
Spurs were two. So I don't understand. You know,
Oh yeah.
I mean, did the Spurs have injuries? That were guys? I don't know
I think
what
Wemby
happened.
just had a bad game. Obviously, the Suns were able to bother him because Wemby's been having games where he's scoring 30 and 40 points already. So
Well,
if
you
he
know
scored like 40 on the Mavs.
what analysts and beat reporters say, like if they have a layover here. So, like, let's say Spurs playing Sunday, they get here Saturday. The problem is we got Scottsdale over there. So I don't know if the Spurs were in town Saturday, hung out in Scottsdale, and then they had their game today, and now they're just kind of like, what happened?
So you're saying the next time the Spurs are in town, I should go to Scottsdale the night before
that
and just hang out?
that's what I hear.
All right. Well,
I will
they're
not
playing here
name
on
my
the
sources.
23rd. So I'll be there.
That's if they come in. If they come in early, because it's
Yeah.
the same thing with Miami. You've probably heard that. Like if teams have a layover in
Oh,
Miami, then
you
it's
have
all
to.
bets are off. It's
You have to.
you know
Yeah.
your team's gonna suck.
That's why Miami has such a good home court advantage. It's because the team is wasted when they fly into town. So they're still
Uh,
hungover. I mean, yeah, but the Spurs are playing here on the 23rd. I might actually go see that game. I
okay,
tried to go see Wemby last year, but I bought those tickets in like January.
yeah,
I was going to see him
they
in
sent them
April,
out.
and then he got the DVT, the deep vein thrombosis, sat
Mhm.
for the year. So that sucked, but yeah, I might give it another
Yeah.
shot.
So I'm just looking at the standings here. So Trailblazers, are they really that good? I mean, they're
So
four right now.
they're pretty good surprise right now.
Okay,
Um, I mean,
I haven't
is
seen them play.
Chauncey there?
Oh yeah, that's right. Chauncey's out.
Um,
So let's win
so
this for Chauncey.
This could be something like that. I know that they hit pretty big on their draft pick. Hansen, Yang Hansen,
Is he?
big
He's
center
from
from
China.
China.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually really good.
Okay.
Like he's a really good player.
And then they
He
have a number
can
one pick from the year before. He's a guard, right? I forgot what his name was.
Scoot Henderson.
Scoot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
starting
he's
to like
supposed.
handle the ball a little more,
Okay.
play make. So yeah,
So they're
it's a
going to be in
beginning.
there end of the year.
I don't
The
know about that.
Trailblazers.
I don't know
No.
about that
Okay.
because, like, you remember the Warriors had like an amazing run last year in the beginning of the season. We're like, what is going on? And then that just sort of tapered off. And obviously, they got Butler after that, and got into the playoffs. But um, it's the beginning of the year. Anything can really happen at this point. Like, let's wait till we get 20 games into the season, and then it'll really start to settle out a little more. We'll see what kind of patterns develop with teams and who's for real and who's not.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised the Nuggets are kind of where they're at because that's when I saw they got Cam Johnson and Hardaway and there's another guy. I forgot
Yeah,
what
the
his name was.
Bruce
I thought,
Brown,
oh, they got Bruce
Valanciunas.
Brown back. I thought and Valanciunas. I thought they had the best roster that I've seen. The
I
new.
think they still do,
I was like, okay.
aside
Um,
from OKC.
yeah, Rockets, Warriors. I mean, I forgot they had Jimmy Butler, so they got Butler, Steph Green. Who's the other guy? Horford.
Horford.
Um, I think
And they
there's
have
another
Kaminga. Kaminga's doing
Kaminga.
better.
They held on to him. So
Yeah,
I
he's
think,
playing like a real athletic wing now.
yeah, watching. So I think they play the Suns Tuesday. So that'll be, like I said, that'll be a good barometer for the Suns to see how well they stack up. And then you got the Timberwolves and you got the Grizzlies. So I would say Grizzlies Suns, they're kind of even. The
I
Grizzlies
could say
got the
that.
Suns this last time. So you got kind of Grizzlies, Suns, Kings, kind of all, and you could throw in the Jazz. Would you include the Mavericks in that? The Mavericks, do you
Well,
think they're going to be there for the play-in game
we're still kind of figuring it out. Um, I
with
know
Mr.
AD.
Glass? Mr.
So,
Glass?
man,
Oh,
like, dude,
street clothes
he injured, like, he's an Achilles injury all of a sudden.
already?
Achilles tendonitis. Like, I thought he blew his Achilles, but it's just
Uh,
sore, I guess. But
so
that's not a good sign. So,
so no Mavericks.
well, it's hard to say because if they can hang around and at least get in the play-in, Kyrie should be back by then,
Oh,
and
Kyrie's out too.
they'll be, yeah, he's out for like the whole season almost. So,
Oh, jeez.
um,
So
yeah, I
the
think
Mavericks.
ACL. So when he
So
comes
we're
back,
looking at
like,
a draft pick for them.
no, I mean, if he can hang around, if they can hang around and get in the playoffs, they can scare somebody because that team is big and long. Great defensive team. It's just, is AD going to be playing? Is Kyrie going to be playing? They have Cooper Flag, who's looking like the real deal so far.
Yeah. But he's a rookie,
Um,
so I mean, he's probably going to fade towards the end of the season. That's what rookies, they're not used to playing 82 games. So,
maybe. Yep. We'll have to monitor that.
yeah, I'm just
Um,
kind of looking at teams that the Suns will have to compete with. So you're looking at, I mean, you could throw the Timberwolves in there. So you got Timberwolves, Grizzlies, Suns, Kings, and
well, the
Jazz.
problem with the
Maybe.
Timberwolves is they're not playing Edwards right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him, but they're not playing him. So it's like the Timberwolves with and without Edwards is like two different teams completely.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's a problem. I mean, the Rockets, they're 3-2 as well with the Nuggets. They're going to have to figure it out without a point guard because Van Vliet's out for the year, obviously. Um, I would look for them to get a point guard at some point. I mean, so far they're looking all right. Katie's scoring. Amen Thompson has taken a leap, I think. Like, I think he's gone up a level to where he's he's going to be a superstar here pretty soon. Like pretty good two-way player. He just needs to develop his shot. And looking at some of these other teams, like the Kings, I don't really worry about the Kings because it's such a weird team. They traded for basically they saw what the Chicago Bulls had, and they're like, let's do that. So they traded for
Zach
Levine and
Levine, yeah.
DeRozan. And I don't think they know what they are,
Oh, they
and
got
nobody else
Sabonis.
does.
That
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of loaded. Don't they have? Did they still have Art Monk, or did he go somewhere else?
Malik Monk, they I believe traded him.
Did they trade him?
Wait. No. He's still there. It's Fox that got traded. Yeah, but it's like they don't really have a cohesive team, really. I mean, I guess you're asking Westbrook to be a point guard at that point because Malik Monk is not a point guard.
Yeah,
He is a
he's a
shooting guard. So they
which I
don't
mean
have
that
any
would be
playmaking
fine with Westbrook. I mean, Westbrook doesn't mind handling the ball. It's just I mean, I think
all the
was it
time. Yeah,
with the Nuggets when he was with the Nuggets, wasn't he at least passing it? Like he was deferring it. I mean, because you had Joker there, so
almost
he
too
would.
much. Yeah.
Okay,
I think honestly, I loved him on the Nuggets. I wish he was still there. Um, Obviously, the Nuggets said no, thank you. So yeah, but I mean, I remember plays where it's like he was deferring almost too much to Joker, where he would pass Joker the ball like on a screen and roll, and then Joker would like pass it back, and then he just pass it back right away. Like he just
yeah,
wanted Joker to set up Joker, but
yeah.
yeah, on the Kings, I mean, I don't really have any faith in the Kings. The
So
Jazz
you
is
think
another
they're gonna
team.
fade Jazz? I mean, they're probably another draft class away, right?
Um,
But that
I don't
marketing
know
kid,
how many
yeah,
how many
he's.
draft classes do they need? They've had so many picks so far.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
that's
like,
right. They got
what
that
are you
other
what are you
ace,
guys
whatever.
doing? Yeah, they
I
have
mean,
Markkinen
Markkinen,
and Kessler.
he seems like
I
the
think
real deal. I mean, he
Sexton.
scored 50 points.
They have that
So,
rookie Sensabaugh. He's pretty good.
and they
Um,
have the other rookie, Ace something, right?
they
He
have
didn't
Ace
want to
Bailey.
play. Yeah, they didn't want to play. He didn't want to play for the Sixers or something. Like, all right.
Okay, I have not seen
Go to Utah
tape on him really.
because
Yeah.
he was supposed to be like one of the top picks this year. So,
Well, good thing the Sixers didn't take him because they
yeah.
got the better player, VJ
Oh,
Edgecombe, who's
okay.
already scoring like 30 points a game. So, um, and then there's the Pelicans who are winless thus far. And I mean, Zion looks like he's put in the work.
And Zion's actually playing in
He's
the other
playing.
one.
How about that? So I did watch a few clips from the time they faced the Spurs, and Zion saw Wemby, and he's like, "Oh, barbecue chicken!" And he went right at Wemby, and he's like, he gets in the post, spins, puts it up, and Wemby just kind of swats it down, just like an umbrella over him, and he rebounds. He gets his own rebound, kind of turns, goes back up. Wemby just swats it back down. He blocked him like 3 times in a minute. And you could see Zion just kind of like put his head down and like disappointed. Like, what do I do? Apparently 6'6" players aren't very good in the post against 7'5" centers. So, who knew that?
Yeah, and
Even
he's
with the
probably
strength.
got even a longer reach than his height because that dude
Yeah.
he looks like a freak
He's like an
with
alien. Yeah.
his arm. Yeah, he looks like one of those aliens off of Close Encounters coming out
Oh,
of
yeah.
the. But yeah, didn't the Pelicans traded their other really good player, right? He was a guard. He used to be
DeJounte
on the.
Murray.
Is that his name?
Yeah. They traded him to the Hawks.
No, there's another. Not him.
Are you talking about
Uh,
McCollum? McCollum went
Hughes.
to
McCollum's on the. I was gonna say the
Wizards.
Bullets. He's on the Wizards.
He's on the Wizards, yes.
Um, oh God, wasn't it? It's something like Larry. It's not Hughes, was it? Because he's kind of like a link. a tall, kind of slim guard. He was on the Lakers for a little bit. Lakers gave up on him, and then he went to New Orleans, and he was actually pretty good.
Brandon Ingram?
Yeah, Ingram.
He's on the Raptors right now.
He's
Yeah.
on a different team. So basically the Pelicans kept Zion, like the only guy that wasn't playing, let everybody else
Yeah.
go. So I don't know.
And now he's playing and they're winless after
They
6
suck.
games.
Okay,
And
so
it's a good thing they have their draft pick next year, their first round draft pick. I'm being facetious. They traded away their first round draft pick to move up in the draft to
to
get
get
to Fears, I think his name is.
and he's not good.
And he's meh at best. Like,
To sucks.
so,
uh,
they're like tanking, but they have no draft pick. So it's like, good job, guys. This was
so
one of those trades. Who's in charge of their front office? It's like
is
um
it Vlade
John
Divac?
Sally. I think it's John Sally or something.
Is it?
And he's just like, yeah, let's just trade away our first round pick
I don't
for
know what I'm doing. So the plan. So it's the top 8 teams, and then it would be 9 and 10, right, for the plan, or does it go down to 12?
no, it's goes up to 10. So 7 through
10.
10 is playing.
Okay, so the right now the Suns would be out, so you're looking at Timberwolves, Grizzlies, and right now it's the Kings that could make a run. So they gotta, and they're even. They just lost to the Grizzlies. That's why they have the same record as the Grizzlies. The Suns just lost to them. That's why they're under them.
Yeah. I mean, this Grizzlies situation's already looking bad, so I could see this going down the drain pretty quick with
Okay,
Morant.
there is one team we have not talked about. Is it that time in the podcast?
I believe it is. Looking great. That's right. It's Lakers corner. Lakers corner.
Yay!
No Luca, no LeBron, just Austin Reeves. He's been putting up
Just Reeves. So here's
49
my
points,
question.
51 points.
Yeah, is he gonna score that much when LeBron and Luca come back?
No, because he's not going to get the
No.
ball.
So, I mean, I watched
They should just put him as
this.
6-man
Yeah,
on the bench.
I watched a clip with Perkins, and he's saying like once they get LeBron and Luca back, and then that they got Reeves, and he's gonna be the third scorer. I'm like, they're never gonna pass him the ball. There's only one basketball.
Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad.
Is he willing to
But
come off the bench?
I would hope so
Okay.
because LeBron's not going to do it and Luca's not going to do it. They're both having this like silent ego battle for whose team this is. And LeBron's like, it's your team, but it's my team still. And yeah, never let go. So that's kind of a toxic situation. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, Luca looks great, looks slim.
Okay.
LeBron is old. He's old, but he can still do it. It just they got to control his minutes and his plays and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how they kind of play with that, how they manage the rotations with those guys. Because I don't want to see Reeves just lose confidence and just put him in the corner, just be a role player. Like he's obviously special and he's going to want to get paid like special
Yeah.
too eventually.
Yeah, I
So
think that's the key is I don't think he's going to what was it that you said? Was it scared? It wasn't scared. What did you just say? Like
I
I
loses
think he's
confidence.
yeah, I think he's going to demand the ball. And it's just, okay, are we going to sign this kid, or are we going to let LeBron go? Which I think is going to ultimately happen. Like you can't just pay everybody.
Well,
LeBron's what, 45 now? You can't.
I
Come on.
think he's 42. But yeah, I mean, ESPN's already churning out the LeBron trade rumors. Where's the Lakers are going to dump LeBron? Where he's going to go? It's going to be a package of LeBron and Bronny to Cleveland.
Back to
For that,
Cleveland.
that trade doesn't even work. But yeah,
So
sure.
so today the Lakers played the Heat, 130 to 120. It was a win. How
Yeah.
many points did Luca have?
Oh, he played today.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna say Luca had 33 points.
close. He had 29. How many
Okay.
points did Austin Reeves have?
Oh, 22.
26.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, do the Lakers even need LeBron? Can we just
Ooh.
trade him and just get more role players, draft picks? Do you think having LeBron on this team would help them win, or trading him, or getting draft picks or role players would help them?
Well, first of all, let me just say I like the zag there. It's a little disrespectful, but I like what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do.
Disrespectful.
LeBron, the goat. Yeah. Yeah. Well, who's going to trade for him? I mean, really, realistically, who's going to give up like real quality draft capital for a 42-year-old, $53 million a year LeBron James?
Well, what? Oh, so first, what position does he play?
He is a power forward.
No, but what can he play? He's not a power forward. He handles the ball, so he's more of a point guard.
He's back
And
and
you
forth
mentioned,
between forward and
yeah,
power forward.
and you mentioned a team that needed a point guard already that traded for KD.
Oh, geez.
Ah,
Um,
jeez.
I don't think it works. They would
You
have
don't think it
to
works?
match with players, though. That's the problem. I mean,
You
that
would
would
have
be
to
a
match
great trade
contract
for um
for who?
honestly, that would be a great trade for the Lakers, I think. I don't know about the Rockets because that puts the Rockets in like win now mode. And
Yeah.
then after this, it's like you guys are gonna suck. But like you better win now. And that's kind of tough with OKC. Um, that's why I think like with the rumors of the Giannis trade destinations like San Antonio or Houston, it's like, I would like to see Giannis in San Antonio, but it's like maybe the Spurs with their young talent and future draft picks just say, no, let's just keep going, see how this is. I kind of feel the same way about Houston, honestly. Even though KD is old, like he's going to go in a year or two. You got Amen Thompson. There's a few other guys there. Sangoon, he's pretty
So
young
do,
and he's kind of like
do you
a.
think KD would extend his career by coming off the bench? Would he become a six man?
I think like only if it was in OKC or Golden State or something. Like he
All
would
right.
have to be like he would have to um really like the place he was in, and this is a person who's never been happy in his NBA career. Um there was even a soundbite of him going back to play in OKC on opening night and how the fans were booing him, and he just said like, yeah, I just I don't really care anymore. Like with like loyalty to teams you were drafted by and you had a long stretch with, like doesn't matter to me at all. So it's kind of weird to hear him say that because I'd imagine they'd probably like build him a statue or something at some
Everybody gets
point.
a statue. Yeah.
Everyone gets a statue. Yeah.
There's too many
Um,
statues. Oh.
and yeah, so
Well,
I don't
so
know.
so what
It's
I'm
weird.
what I'm I guess ultimately getting at is that you have the Lakers. They always get great players. They got the money. So is this another Kobe Bryant situation where you have the player, you got the name, but you're just gonna kind of let him, you know,
Take all your
right
money.
off into the sunset on your dime, and you're not in position to win a championship. So I almost think that that's what's gonna happen again. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I've already heard rumblings about Joker wanting to play with Luca and the Lakers trying to get him. So, uh, is it? Because what I heard is that Joker didn't renew his contract with the Nuggets, so he didn't sign. So I guess he wants to go to the Lakers as well. So I don't know.
Well, LeBron would have to sign off on that because he
Well,
has a no
LeBron's
trade
only signed
clause.
for 1 year, so I don't. So do the Lakers sign LeBron next year for another year? Because they're only going year by year, I guess.
I don't think so.
So I think LeBron's done, at least in LA. So the question is, do the Lakers get something for him? Does he have a no trade clause? I think he does, or I don't know. I don't remember because they did talk about it. I think it was like ESPN or something. But it's just what the Lakers do. They just let their stars age. So ultimately, the Lakers are. My assumption is they're waiting for Joker. They'll sign him, then they'll make their championship run. So I don't know. I don't know how many years
Uh,
Joker has left with the
that's
Nuggets.
yeah, that's interesting to hear. But I imagine it won't happen this season. Like it'll be after the season. If the Nuggets experiment with the players they signed, if that fails ultimately, and they're not close or something, which they are pretty close. Like they're one of the top teams for sure, or at least it looks that way. Then I could see Jokic going somewhere else, and that could be LA. Sure, he
Yeah,
wants to play with Luca.
yeah. I think it was again. I think it was ESPN. So who knows? That's where
I
I
mean,
read
they
it.
just say anything at this point.
Yeah, but from what I understand, Joker didn't renew. So I think that's kind of where this story got its legs. Oh, he didn't renew. Oh, he likes playing with
What does that
Luca.
mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
spin cast. Yep. Well, any last thoughts?
No, I mean, I think, we just kind of agree on, it's kind of like the potential of the Suns. I do
Yeah.
think playing that's kind of like the tippity top.
Yeah, the West is
Uh,
just so loaded.
yeah, I'm
If they
looking
win the
forward.
East, like, yeah, for sure they'd be a playoff team.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's
Let me,
so weak.
um, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Tuesday game with the Warriors. That's going to be a good barometer. Steph's still doing his thing. That's going to be a very tough game. But
Right.
yeah, they're around the same. They'd be 8-9. They're tied. So there's a bunch of teams with 3-4 record in the East. So they'd still be in the bottom.
Yeah. All right. Be looking forward to some more Suns action.
Action. I actually look forward to watching or listening to the games because I work. But again, we just, we do it because we enjoy sports. Um, and then we're also kind of tired of kind of the mainstream, just put a blanket, uh, you know, over local teams and kind of not giving them their due. So,
Yeah, that's probably always going to be the case, though. But
yeah, it's pretty
Phoenix
cool.
is one of those places no one likes to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in the day, we used to be kind of the destination, and it's just sad how, because when I first started watching KJ Hornacek, Tom Chambers, that team. I don't know if they had Dan Marley at the time, but they 1 year they did beat the Lakers when they had Magic, so that was kind of like a big deal. It kind of really put them on the map. So that's why I became a Suns fan and just kind of got on this podcast. And now we have, regular fans, ghouls can talk talk about their sports teams. Yeah. So
Yeah. All right. A little bit of Halloween flair right there. Very nice. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for joining us, boys and girls, with another Suns Corner. I'm McDreamy,
I'm Z.
and
Red
we'll be
Bull
back.
kicking in.
There we go. Be up all night. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back next week with some more Cardinals action, some Suns action.
Action.
Looking forward to it. Bye-bye now.